Okay. Well, it looks like we're up and running. Let's hope so this time. Hello. Welcome to the stream. If you can see or hear me, once again, everything worked perfectly fine until 5 minutes before I was about to stream, and then the world decided to be funky. Today we are doing a Sky Factory 3 playthrough. I haven't touched Sky Factory 3 in over a year at this point, close to a year. So I thought it would be fun to go back and do a little playthrough and do some of the old Sky Factory 3 stuff on stream. Historically, everything streamed well with Sky Factory 3. Not quite as video on demand as some of the Sky Factory 4 and other things I've been trying lately. So I'm not too far in. All I did today was basically build a little platform, bust our first tree, and then I just tried to build up on some of the real basic supplies we're going to need to get going. Wood, saplings, things of that nature. Hello, Seth. Hello, Shikaya, and hello, TYGO Gaming. Thank you for stopping by the stream today. Just trying to get everything up and running, and hopefully it'll play nice today. Hello, Mr. Beast, and hello, Teresa. Welcome, welcome. So I farmed a bunch of wood, farmed a whole chest full of saplings, and then I've got a chest with a bunch of worms in it. Like I said, I did not get too far into the game. I didn't want to go into it much other than just build up some of that, so you guys didn't see me having to torque 100 trees here. But I spent a couple hours just stacking up trees, so I haven't done much else to that yet. So that being said, I am ready to progress at least a little bit. Let's see. We're gonna warm up a tree here real quick. Hello, Lex, and hello, Tay. Tajo says, so far in Sky Factory that I can't find things to make. Sorry. Shut up, Alexa. But yes. 3 can be challenging in that regard. I mean, they all can be. It's kind of the issue with 4. You get to a certain point and you run out of things to do. Right now, I'm just going to worm up some trees real quick and get us some string. Worm. Warm up the tree. Some of these things going. Thought it'd be nice to dabble with some Sky Factory 3 a little bit since I hadn't messed with it much such a long time. I did throw a couple barrels down just to get some water. As one does. To be honest with you, I'm just at this point trying to remember what it is I need to do in 3. I've been messing with it so long, I'm like, what were my starting goals here? So I need to start getting cobblestone generator is a priority. If I remember from everything I did before, I needed cobblestone generators. We're going to do some of those. Get ourselves more barrels. So since you won't die tonight, if I get in my paper tonight, I will. If I don't get, I'll blame you. Oh, nobody says I'm not going to die tonight. No, don't be jumping the gun on me. It's very possible that could still very well happen. Let's see. I need that. That's going to be our corner of junk. Save these extra ones for later. All right, so those look like they're fully infested, so let's pop some of those. Give me them strings. Nice. All right. I thought we'd do, like I said, some Sky Factory 3, where it all began for me. First mod I ever played. Memories. Drop that tree there. That's enough string to get going. Let's see. What do I need with that string? Well, I want to make a bed. I know that. Where's my crafting table? Oh, yeah. Okay, that should give me 3. Bed. Sleep through the night. Excellent. Where will we place our bed? Bed will be in this corner. Oh, I am totally going to fall off the edge of that if I do that wrong. I haven't looked through all your tutorials, but one thing to make a tutorial is on the energy core. Yeah, I was doing Sky Factory 3 tutorials when 4 came out, and kind of abandoned 3 to go to 4. Overall, I think 4 is a little bit better in most things. I'll be honest, I'm really excited to get the chickens going again. I do like them chickens. Missed chickens. All right, there we go. So now I can sleep and get through the night. Excellent. I don't remember if I have one on the energy core. I'll be honest. Woo! Yep, I woke up on the barely alive there. Now, of course, as we know in Sky Factory 3, if you fall, you do not come back, you die. Hello, Emily the Booktuber. Welcome. See, I didn't need all that. So much wood. So much wood. All right. So I don't know, I put all that away. I need some of that. We need to get to sieving. Sieving being, of course, one of the most noxious parts of this. So we'll have to get through it as quickly as we can. And that is... Help if I could spell sieve. There it is. Sieve. Oh, one sieve. What do I not have? Any of those? Now I do. Sieve. I do really enjoy the how different is Sky Factory 4 from 3? Considerably. There are quite a few differences, to be honest with you. Probably one of the biggest ones, of course, there's no hogs. They use chickens instead, and the chickens are vastly superior, but they are a little broken. Once you get your chickens, all the chickens you need, you have most of the materials in the game, and what few you can't, Mystical Agriculture takes care of for you. So we're going to set you there. Let's see. Emily says, love my Sky Factory 4 tutorials. Well, thank you very much. I'm glad that they're helpful. You can fall and make a platform by your grave. That is true. They've helped a lot. And if you have water to get down. Yeah, that's one reason I grabbed the water, because I definitely want to get to that. Let's see. So to sieve, if I remember correctly, I need dirt, right? Yeah. God, it's been so long since I played this. Dirt. Right. That's what I thought. Okay. So I gathered up a ton of saplings because of mulching. Mulch. That's how you get your dirt. You started, Teresa says, started in 4 and did not start with 3. 4, in many ways, it's definitely got a lot more later stuff to do. But 3 does have its own perks. Primarily, again, the chickens being a big one. I like the reactor mod a lot for power, and I really like the storage mod that is in 3. Dirt. Oh, give me that dirt. Give me that. Dirt. So I got many saplings just because I knew this was going to happen. So you don't, in Sky Factory 4, of course, you have all the different saplings that you can get. Sky Factory 3, you don't have any of those. Can get chickens, though. Chickens are cool. Get the sieving here. So basically, you take dirt, you sieve it, and you get stuff from sieving. Dirt, you're going to get rocks, which you can then turn into cobblestone, which yada yada, and then you have cobblestone. You can also get a hammer, break the cobblestone to make, cobblestone. Get a hammer, break it into gravel, get another, break it again into sand, and that's how you get different types of materials to sieve. There are different sieves as well. Forgot I planted you. I legit forgot I planted this guy. Let's get him out of the way for now. So, back dirt. One thing that I also really enjoy about 3 is it has the loot bags. Loot bags are fun. When do you think I'll start on Mystic Egg? Oh God, I don't even know. Mystic Egg. Not sure on that. Oop, rocks. So, all right. So, let's see. Lava. Ooh, lava. Squeezer. I thought there was another way to get lava. Remember off the top of my head how you get lava. I'll come back to that. I do know I need to sieve more. I want to get myself, let's see, garden cloche is cheap and works well. Yes, garden cloche is serious business. So garden cloche is basically like a little thing you plant a seed in, mystical agriculture primarily, and it will just like speed grow, which is very, very handy. That's some of this basic stuff done. Blah, 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 blah. I'm going to go grab some. Those. I like to use rotten flesh for mulching. That's very, very handy. Big thing right off the bat, my primary goal is to get grass. I want grass seeds. Once I have grass seeds, then I can start working towards chicken. I need the chickens. Grass seeds. Got one. Excellent. Now we can start going. All right. Now that we have that, we start on the chicken farm. So let's see. Chickens are going to go... Let's go off this side for chickens. Center point. Just like in other Sky Factories, to get things to go, we want to go about 30 blocks away. Let's see. Cobblestone in Crucible gets lava. That is correct. Thank you. Golden torch with cobble. Sky Factory 3. What is your favorite mod? At this point, Sky Factory 4 overall gave me the most stuff to do. And it's, honestly, the one that I've spent the most time in. RL Craft was a lot of fun once, you kind of realize how to survive in it. I enjoy it a lot solo playing. It streams well for a while when you've got specific targets to go after, but just the surviving for resources thing, which takes a while, I like that monotonous stuff. I like games when I'm just sitting there mining a hole or mining a tunnel for hours on end. It's one thing I really enjoyed about this 7 Days to Die when I first started playing it, is at night I could just go down and mine all the time. It's a little harder to do that now that the zombies can dig, but I like the monotonous stuff a lot. I've put a lot of time into World of Warcraft for many years, and I was one of those people that I enjoyed the classic dailies and just flying around and doing the same quests every day. I liked that stuff. All right. That should be far enough to get us some chickens. All right. Let's start a chicken farm. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. I like simple storage. To answer Nicolaka's question, I prefer simple storage. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So again, just trying to... I'm counting a lot because I am a fiend for keeping things even. Yeah, I like simple storage the best. ME storage is nothing wrong with it, but simple storage you have earlier. And then once you have it all built up and ready to go, moving it to ME storage just doesn't make a lot of sense. It just doesn't give you that much benefits to do so. And I know there's some auto crafting and stuff, but with everything else, why? I can do pretty much anything I need automated through other means with simple storage. But again, not to knock ME. If you want to do ME, it works really nicely. Definitely got some high storage options. It's your favorite Starback. Can your PC handle RL Craft? 8 gigabytes of RAM. Stuff works in mod pack. I don't see why it shouldn't. I can play it perfectly fine, and I don't have any problems. Playing it and streaming is a little bit harder. God, I hope I lined this up correctly, or I'm going to be so mad at myself. It's repairable, but... Oh, it was off by 1. Oh, that's... not happy. Yeah, I don't think if you shouldn't have any problems with 8 gigabytes of RAM. Like I said, I can play RL Craft perfectly fine without any issues, unless I'm streaming. The uploading and downloading all at once is a little bit harder to deal with. But the just to play it, you shouldn't have any issues at all. I'm hoping very much in the next few weeks to month to, all goes well, in May, potentially do some serious upgrades on my rig. So if I'm able to do that, that is going to open up a whole lot of new mods that I can stream. I can play most mods that I come across. I just can't play and stream them at the same time. So if all goes well, I'm going to be looking into getting a new streaming PC. If that all does not go well, I'm still going to drastically upgrade the one I got. So in either way, there's going to definitely be some improvements, which is going to open up the door to a lot of, I think, better content, at least quality-wise, because it opens up a lot of mods that are fun to play, but that I cannot handle streaming currently. So be on the lookout for that, if all goes well. See, make sure I didn't miss any questions here. Seed and garden close is cheap and works well. Yes. Well, ooh, what on me? I do. I do not have any torches, though. I just realized that. This is going to be a monster fest later. Draven did not think wisely about that part. All right. So the Onlydraven Gaming server is Sky Factory 4. That's not changing anytime soon. Oops. Extra one. We'll come back for you later. There is an official server for the channel. Right now, anyone who has an ODG membership has unlimited access to it. We're hoping to film some Let's Plays, or if we can't film them, we're thinking about actually trying to stream some of it. So here on the channel, within the near future, we may have some special streams where we're actually going to be playing some of the Let's Plays that I've already built. So that'll be kind of fun. Hoping to see that. Right. Boop, boop. This is the slightly boring part. I know, just building a platform, but this is going to be the home to my chickies. And that's serious business. Once I have chickens up and going, we'll get more wood. Yep. Once I get my chickens up and going, the next important thing will be a farm, because I'm going to need plenty of wheat. So let's go back here and sleep, and then we'll keep on building. Keep on trucking. Hopefully we don't get any creepers. Better. Well, I do not like how... Flame on, Johnny Flame. All right. Quick while I'm here, let's do this, because I'm going to need some dirt for my chickies. I need some regular chickens to spawn. That's the... Why is that not working? A little bit of lag. Do I have enough to fill them all? I did! Most excellent. Oh, free arrows. I'll take them. Need to get some... Wow. First one and I missed it. Fail! Let's see. How do you get Sky Factory 3? Yeah, I use the Twitch launcher. You can just pull up Minecraft, do a search for mods. That's how I play everything, is through the Twitch launcher myself. I know there's others out there, but I've not had a problem with it. First thing I was looking to upgrade, to be honest with you, here, honestly, within the next week or so, I was looking to get a better webcam, because I got a new microphone about a month back and I like it, but I really want to get a new webcam, but I can't, because nobody has any. With the current events going on and so many people working from home and working remotely, everybody's out of decent quality webcams. Can't find them on Amazon, can't find them on Best Buy. So maybe I'll have the money for it this week. I just won't have the ability to get one. Gonna have to watch on that. Nikolai, I have too much power in Sky Factory 4. Any recommendations to waste power? Not offhand. Parabox, I guess, if you haven't got all your prestige points. If you're playing prestige, that's a good use for a large amount of power. Sky Factory 4 does have, especially once you get into the reactors, a horrendous amount of power options, especially if you do some of the bigger reactors. Pretty much be set for life there. Let's see, and not Sky Factory 3 on Twitch. I would just do a search for Sky or the word factory themselves, because I want to say it comes up as like Sky Factory, a bacon donut thingamabobber at that point. I'd like to thank everybody for stopping by today. A lot of people hanging out. I appreciate you all coming by the channel. If you're new to the channel, hey, thanks for finding me. If you enjoyed the stream, be sure to click like. But if you haven't, make sure to hit the subscribe button. That way you can see all my videos and tutorials as they come out. I stream on average 3 times a week. Monday nights is always Minecraft. Thursday right now we're doing a 7 Days to Die series. Yesterday on Sunday, every other Sunday, I do a Dungeons & Dragons story stream called Merged Worlds. And then on the off weeks of that, I do a morning stream for folks who can't normally show up for the late ones because either they work nights or I have a lot of international viewers that just can't watch these streams. So I try to do at least what's here, a morning stream every other Sunday as well. So my full streaming schedule and all that kind of stuff, you can go to my website, onlydraven.com. You also get a link to the ODG Discord. There we go. Pretty. The ODG official Discord is there. Definitely welcome that. It is open to everyone. And we chat a lot about all sorts of games, especially Minecraft. And there are a lot of really great people who are very knowledgeable of all sorts of things to help you out. Like moderators specifically knowledgeable about not just Minecraft and Sky Factory, but also PCs. I got the guy who helps me with all my PC stuff. You got computer questions. I got a guy for that. I got a guy for everything. Miss Ahoska, I am new to being a Minecraft YouTuber. Have any tips for getting more viewers? I'm also a bit shy. Don't worry, I don't advertise on other channels. Don't prove that method. Should I use a cam for my face? I'm worried people might judge me, but I want to do good and be a decent YouTuber. Tips for more views. The big thing is, of course, finding your niche. You know, there are a lot of people out that stream Minecraft. I'm one of them. For me, what kind of got my channel going is, of course, doing the tutorials. I got to the point where I was watching hour-long tutorials or hour-long Let's Plays to try to find the 5 minutes in the middle I needed to show how to do something. And that was annoying to me. So I decided I would start making tutorials that were just 5 to 10 minutes, showed just simple processes that people could use, and that way they don't have to do all that other stuff. And that resonated with people. Turns out a lot of people had the same thing. I really was doing that long before I started to stream. I did not stream until the channel was at 1,000 already. I had 1,000 subs, and it took a while for that, you know. Without a webcam, with webcam, that's all you. I do a webcam because I'm not shy. Probably to a fault, to be honest with you. But I do a webcam just because I had started streaming on Twitch a while back, and I was doing just some different games, some shooters with friends, although I'm not good at it. Cam is purely up to you. You don't have to have a cam. A lot of people don't. I don't think it's required or needed. I do it just because I like the interaction. Plus, with some of the stuff that I do, like the Dungeons & Dragons stuff, I think it helps in those type of streams. The Merge World stuff, for example, is just me telling stories. So just looking at a blank screen and hearing that, you might as well just be listening to an audio podcast. So I like to share pictures and such, but I want that interaction. Hello, Jack. Welcome, welcome. But yeah, you should never feel pressured to or not to use any form of camera. That is 100% up to you. As for getting views, advertise. That's the big thing. Make sure your stuff's out there. Get all of your socials. Post links on Facebook, on Twitter, Instagram, anywhere else you can think of that you can post up. Reddit's a good example. If you can find forums, Minecraft forums, where they don't mind you advertising your stuff. A lot of them don't want you to do that. They would prefer that, the Sky Factory subreddit. I started posting there, not Let's Plays, but the tutorials, because they were designed to help people, and everybody and all the moderators were fine with that. So Reddit really gave a large amount of viewers access to my videos. But, you know, just have fun. That's the big thing. If you're not having fun, people will be able to tell, and then they're not going to want to watch. They're not going to have fun if you're not having fun. I would say that. Is there a way to make an auto Wither Killer in Sky Factory 3 for automatic Nether Stars? Yes, there is. It is way harder than a Sky Factory 4 one. But yes, there is. I want to say I did a tutorial on a manual Wither room, but I don't think I did an automated one yet. So I know it can be done. I've seen it myself in different Let's Plays. The Rooster Teeth stuff. I watch the Achievement Hunter guys a lot. That's how I first found Sky Factory, was through them. So I know that it is very possible, because I know Jack had one. I might throw a few new tutorials in 3 as I'm playing through this. I'm still going to keep doing my Sky Factory 4 tutorials, but I may throw some Sky Factory 3 tutorials up as well. Because I've had some people commenting on some of the old videos asking for additional stuff, so I may start putting out some additional ones of that as well. Okay, so I need fences. Those. Okay. I need fences. And I guess it would help. This will just be faster. JI. Fence. Oh, a little bit of lag. There we go. Where's my fence? That's the fence. That's my pattern. Don't need boots. I can make wood boots. That's fine. All right. That. So dirt farming is a lot of this early stuff here. Like, I know that I should be sieving for different seeds and plants and stuff right now, but my priority is always chickens. Look at all those chickens. Fences. So I get my chickadee chicks popping up, then I'm going to need fences to keep them in. Chicken. Oh. Get that all locked up in there. Missed one. Hopefully I have enough. If not, I can go make a few more. So yeah, I enjoy streaming lots of different stuff, and hopefully getting a slightly or drastically better rig will let me show some cool other mods that I've seen out there that people have recommended that they'd like to see me play. So excellent. This is going to shirk when the darkness falls, but that's all right. We'll sleep and get rid of that. So that, I'm going to need a gate. Keep the chickies in when they do start spawning. This should also give me some additional food options, because hopefully I'll get some cows and pigs, sheep, all that gravy stuff. Yeah. Let's see. If you could get a hammer, hammer the oak wood. If you do, you get wood chips that you can turn into dirt in the barrels. Yeah. There's a. I'm gonna get a mob spawner up here soon too. Once I do that, then I'll get a lot of stuff that I can throw in there, especially rotten flesh. The zombie flesh is useless. But it will also start giving me the, what do you call it? Oh, I got a pig. Sweet. We've got a pig. All right. Now we have a pig. I need something to kill it with. Bacon. That was not intended. Bacon. Oh, I should get some more dirt while I'm here. Yeah. Let's see. I've been doing a Project Ozone series and sometimes a Minecraft map. Speech impairment, so I have to work harder to talk. People understand me. Understandable. All right. Well, I mean, the fact that you know that you're still willing to jump in and do it all, I mean, it shows that you've got the gumption to do it. So I don't foresee any problems. It is slow. You know, I tried streaming on Twitch, became an affiliate in a couple of months, but it just didn't really take off. And mostly I was just playing PUBG with friends and stuff like that. Googly eye pigs. I do like the googly eyes part of Sky Factory 4. Or 3, I mean. Come here. Bacon. Bacon candy. Bacon. Nature's candy. Alright, so. That going. But I didn't really have it take off. I had just a few people watching at a time. But I managed to get that done. But I don't know, I never really found my audience on Twitch. And I'll be honest, I actually, my first YouTube channel, which still exists, although I don't put anything there, is just Onlydraven. Instead of Onlydraven Gaming, I have had it even longer. And that one, I had weight loss surgery. And so I started putting out a weekly vlog for other patients of weight loss surgery, bariatric patients, people who are interested in finding out more stuff about that. And it was doing okay. It was all right. And I started the gaming one on the side. But I didn't really put too much time into it. And then everything kind of went on like that for a year, and I figured, oh, hey, I'll hop back over on the gaming one and maybe post a video up on there. I felt like playing some more Sky Factory and such. I'd already been playing, but I hadn't really posted anything up. And I jumped on and found out I had more subs on this channel than I did the other one. And I was like, oh, well then, my focus has been incorrect. So I came back over and just started on this channel, making the tutorials again, getting back into it. And then what really helped is after doing Sky Factory 3 for just a couple of months again, Sky Factory 4 came out. And there was a whole lot of new stuff to learn. Fun stuff. Something that. Right now I'm just trying to get enough cobblestone to make a furnace. And the rest of the dirt will go for the chickie farm. As well as a regular farm. I'm going to need a regular farm as well. I'm going to build that here in a minute. Hey, Draven, there's a place to get ores relatively early game, but you first need a cobblestone generator. Yeah. I know the, ooh, look at that. Nice. All right, so now I can go ahead and make myself furnace. Yeah, I know I need a cobblestone generator. I'm definitely going to pop one of those up here relatively soon. But I want to get some more dirt going. Chickies are life. My first tutorial ever was about chicken farming. I couldn't find one that I needed the answers to, so I had to go in and figure it out myself, and I did a tutorial on chicken farming first. What's the difference between Project Ozone and Sky Factory? And thanks for understanding. You're awesome. Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that. Project Ozone, I've only dabbled with myself. I haven't streamed it all. So I can't give, honestly, a really good definition of what would be better or worse. I don't want to lie, make stuff up. I just don't have enough experience in it that I think I could give you a good answer there. That should make me some charcoal, which will get me some torches. What have I got? Potato seeds, pumpkin seeds, carrot seeds, regular seeds. That's what I needed. Okay. So we're going to keep on dirt farming. And while I'm dirt farming, I'm going to also be working on building a regular farm because I'm going to need plenty of wheat for my chickies. Chicken farm. Let's see. Where are we going to do that? Let's throw some stuff in the dump box. Throw that in there, that in there. Get rid of some of the stuff we don't need to be carrying right now. Lots of different nugs of goodness. Let's grab ourselves some more wood. And regular farm will be good right about... Yeah. Just build that out. I enjoyed RLcraft. I really liked Galacticraft. That's one that I definitely would, if I can get a better rig going, I would like to jump back into because I had a lot of fun with Galacticraft. Fortunately, my computer just couldn't handle it, and it kept just kicking me out. That's usually the problem. Either the game will lag out real bad or it'll kick me out, and then I'm frustrated because it takes so long to load it back up again. So if nothing else, I'm going to be definitely upgrading the RAM and a few things on this computer in May. But if something else I'm working on works out, I might be able to actually go ahead and just get a very, very upgraded computer, like a good quality streaming computer, which will definitely help. But don't worry, I'm not going to quit my day job. Streaming is a lot of fun, and I really enjoy doing the tutorials and hanging out with the community. But I also need medical insurance and all that kind of stuff. So I don't ever expect to be big enough that this would be my lifeline. But it's already drastically bigger than I ever expected the channel to get. You know, the lofty goal was to one day get to the point that I could have 1,000 subscribers, and it took a little over a year to do it. And then I hit 2,000 within 3 more months. We hit 4,000 last week. So that's pretty cool. And the important thing is everybody gets along real well. That's a big thing for me. I want it to be a place where everybody can come and hang out, have a good time. I don't want anyone to feel left out. If you're new here, also every few weeks I'll do a Jackbox night where we'll play just a bunch of Jackbox games with the community. So that's always a lot of fun. Another big thing, one of the big things that really got me streaming on the channel was the Extra Life charity. I really, really wanted to participate in Extra Life. Every year I've been donating to the Rooster Teeth team, and I really wanted to participate myself. So last year was my first stream for that. I streamed 12 hours straight, 10 p.m. to 10 a.m., and we raised $500 for charity as part of Team Rooster Teeth. I'm already set up this year to do the same thing. My team is under Team Rooster Teeth, so the goal this year is to hit 1,000. I'm going to be doing a full 24-hour stream this year. I've already arranged the time off of work, so it's going to be a straight one. We're going to have a bunch of different community goals and stretch goals and stuff, punishments, online gaming. We'll do a bunch of stuff. Definitely there'll be some Minecraft stuff. Probably do some 7 days as well in there. We'll do a bunch of Jackbox for sure. But we will have many things to entertain ourselves. I'm looking forward to that. Did you say you have a Minecraft server earlier? How do I join? Yes, right now the Minecraft server is currently limited specifically to members, the ODG membership. If you click the join button, it talks everything about the membership. It's one of the perks that comes with that. We do occasionally bring other people in for like give a free week access or free month access, contest things. But complete unlimited access is part of the membership perks. Right now, just because with the server and making sure that we don't overload it, we had a different host previously and it couldn't handle the amount of people we had. So we lost everything. It crashed and I had to start a new one. But the new company so far has been phenomenal. And even though we have new people in it, at this point, it has not had any real lag issues. I've only had to restart it once in the couple of months we've been using it now. So I really think we're going to be able to open up to some new folks here very, very soon. But right now, it's a memberships only perk just till we get it up and going. Teresa Hernandez, great time for a Draven in drag. Can't wait. Hey, there's not much that Draven won't do for money. So charity itself, especially for the kids, man. But yes, no, I'm drag. I'm all about it. I don't care. So yeah, if it comes to something like that, if that's something the community would like to see, that's one thing we're already starting to plan right now is what we want to do with the stream this year. I mean, it's not till November. We got plenty of time. I was wanting to do a mid-year charity stream to kind of get a jump start on it, like a shorter one to try to just get some more donations and such. But unfortunately, with current events, I know that it is not really in the cards for people to really have a lot of spare money right now, And so I'm going to put it off and just do it at the end of the year. But we are hoping to have a bunch of different cool goals and targets and such when we do get the charity stream up. So definitely join on to the Discord. Again, you can go to Onlydraven.com. There's a link right at the top. Everyone is welcome to join the Discord. There's a thread specifically for Extra Life. So if you have any suggestions about goals you'd like to see, stretch goals, punishments, whatever, that's a great place to put it. We would love to see your ideas. Let me see. Dirt, wood. That's going to work for now. Don't need a massive farm yet. Just a regular size one. Let's see. Pup, pup, pup. Pup, pup, pup. I need to get some torches down here. Let's put a few torches down here just to get started. I just need a basic farm for wheat. That'll work. I don't need a fence around this one. I just need to keep it lit up enough that things don't eat my face. Let's see. Use posting for my personal server. Is that a good one? I know a lot of big YouTubers suggested it, and I liked it. I've not used them, so I couldn't say. I'm using Shockbite currently. They, at least for what I was looking for, had really good pricing, and I've had zero problems from that. I think we've been running that one 3 months. I think we're on our 3rd month now. Let's see. Let's take a look here. Okay, so clearly we need some more light. We'll put some there. Light there, light there, light there, light there. Make sure nothing pops up here and eats my face. Am I going to automate things eventually? Oh, yeah. I am all about making life easier for myself. I will automate everything under the sun with given the ability. So, yes, there will be a lot of automation. Right now, like I said, first goal is just to get some chickens up and going. What is that? Is that chicken over there? That's a creeper. That is not what I wanted to see in here. Nope. Come here. Don't blow. Don't blow. Don't blow. Oh, not good. No. Yes, I'm one of those weirdos that backs up like it's really going to help me in the game. Yeah. No, don't pop. Oh, you creepy bastard. In your face. Get you a piece of that. All right. So yeah, let's keep that from happening again. We can get some more dirt in here. Some random stuff down. Yeah, I'm going to automate everything. I try to get the chickens going first because then you can really start getting some of the what am I thinking of? The really easy materials, iron and stuff, start getting it in bulk. Just let the chickens farming it for you. A lot easier than the sieving stuff. I still will go in and get auto sieves going and get a smeltery going and all that kind of stuff. Smeltery is definitely high on priority. But making a bunch of grout and stuff with sand and all the gravel, that is time consuming, but it'll do. It'll do. All right. Where'd my dirt go? Okay, that's going to be good enough for starter dirt. So, no chickens yet. All right, I need to get some more dirt over there. Watch out for really dark areas, Draven. Grooves can appear and they are invincible. Never run into that here. All right, so that's going good. Some more dirt. Is there a faster way to charge a jetpack in Sky Factory 4? It takes forever to get power for it. I use a charge pad with a simple combustion generator next to it. Yes, you can use a powered anvil. Putting it in that should fill it up automatically. I would recommend that whatever generator you're using, connect a wireless charging to it. And that way it's just going to be, as you're there and around working on your stuff, within range of that wireless charger, it's just going to keep it charged all the time. So you don't have to keep taking it off and putting it in. Especially if you have like a little home base and you're spending a lot of time there. Definitely beneficial to just have a wireless charger centrally. So as you're running around, it keeps it topped off. That way, if it is down, you can just throw it into a powered anvil afterwards to speed it up a little bit. Grab some more of these. It's dirt a rocking. Right. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Loving it. Okay. So I'm going to now focus dirt over here for a little bit. See if we can get some more chickens. We need chickens. I'm going to need a net. I'm going to need a net. Also going to need a hoe. Where's my hoe at? Woohoo. That's not my hoe. Wrong hoe. Work. Try the charger from outer overdrive. That also works well. Yeah, there's a, depending on where you are. I mean, if you're using jetpacks, it's safe to assume that you don't have you're not. Whoa, what was that? Oh, I forgot. I don't even know why I did that. I don't have any water down yet, so it's just gonna until. That was silly. I'm gonna need a bucket. 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 Won't be able to make that. I need a clay bucket. That I need unfired porcelain. For that I need clay. Get clay. No. These are all way harder than I wanted. There should be an easier way to make clay, is there not? Alchemy table. And infuse. Oh, I forgot the botany stuff's in this mod. I can mess with the botany stuff as well. That could be cool. Some more dirt here. Oh, I got to make a net. Didn't know there was a wireless charger. Oh yeah, wireless charger for the win. I try to make those as soon as possible. That way it charges up all your loots. Now I won't charge up things, if I remember correctly, like the baubles, like flight charms and such. Those you still have to put in like a something that charges them. And again, for those, I highly recommend using the powered anvil because it charges very, very fast. Good. What do I need? Oh, yes. I know what I need. I need a net. Oh, I forget the pattern for net. Starting to do it, and then I remembered I didn't remember it. I'd forgotten that I remembered it. Where is the net? There it is. Animal net. Aha, that's the pattern. Excellent. Now I can catch my chickens. Love them chickens. All right. So, round of dirt here. Let's see. What else? So yeah, I'm definitely gonna mess with the Britannia stuff because I haven't done a whole lot of tutorials on those. So I'll get in and learn a little bit more about the Britannia here. This week, the tutorials, I don't know why I check my watch. I don't have my watch on. The tutorials I posted yesterday, people were having quite a bit of an entertainment out of that. No one else knew about the how to make a living filing cabinet. And I'll be honest, I came across that purely by accident and fell in love with it. And I'm like, yeah, this has got to happen. Actually, I had a completely different tutorial that I was going to make for yesterday, and then I came across that, and I'm like, nope, this got to come first. But again, it's not overwhelmingly beneficial. It's just fun. So I thought it'd be something cool to share with everybody. All right, I need how the hell do you get clay again? Clay. Yes. Dust. That's right. That's right. Dang it. Gonna need water for that. I mean, I've got water. I can get a couple clay. I was going to use this water. I'll have to use this water to get the clay. I wanted the clay bucket to get this water out so I can make an infinite water source. I should have thrown some more buckets down. So we'll have to hopefully hope it rains. It did not rain for a while today. I was on this for a bit before I saw any rain. So hopefully, you know, now I think about it, let's take a quick look. I am in the plains biome. Okay. Not horrible. Not horrible. For a minute there, I was afraid I was going to be in the desert biome and not paying attention to it. Let's get some more dirt out here for hopefully chickies. Chink. Finish out this corner here. No. My OCD will not let me put that in the wrong spot. There. Okay. So let's carry it on over here. Yeah, I'm in a plains biome. Luckily, it says it right underneath the mini map there. Normally in Sky Factory 4, I keep the mini map turned off just because it's annoying. I don't like it taking up the space when I film tutorials. But I have not taken it off yet in this one. So dust. Okay, gonna need a hammer. Hadn't planned on doing a hammer already, but I need clay. Stone hammer. Work. So I'm going to have to start wasting dirt on sieving, sadly. Had not wanted to do. What about the sieve? Yeah, the sieve I'm going to use here in a minute. There's nothing I needed drastically out of the sieve right now. So that's why it's kind of just sitting there. I needed the grass seeds, which I've got. That's really the primary thing. I need some cobblestone, but not a horrendous amount. I mean, cobblestone is nice, don't get me wrong. Where did I put my hammer? But right now, I want to get an infinite water source is my priority. Infinity Wolf says, how are you? I am well, thank you very much. Thank you for stopping by. Nick Tobin says, hey, dude, watch some of your SF4 stuff. Saw you streaming and thought I should stop by and say hello. Well, I appreciate you stopping by to say hello. Thank you very much. Yeah, I stream Monday nights. Every Monday is Minecraft. Thursday nights right now, I'm doing a 7 Days to Die stream series. And then every other Sunday, I have a Dungeons & Dragons story stream I do called Merged Worlds. That was last night. Highly recommend any of you folks who are new. If you like a good story, Dungeons & Dragons type kind of thing. I have been running Dungeons & Dragons games for over 30 years, and I've been writing the same story campaign for over 25. So what I'm doing right now is basically just sharing that story with everyone. Like right now, I've got 11 episodes up, 2 hours a piece. So we're looking at 22 episodes of story, and I've barely scratched the surface on that. It's also available on iTunes as an audio podcast. Just look at Merged Worlds, MERGEDWORLDS. If you're into that kind of thing, I would love to hear your feedback. That'd be awesome. See, Draven, make a hammer and get cobblestone hammer and it becomes dust, but the dust. No, I know you were mentioning. I was thinking there was another way of doing it though. My thing is I didn't want to waste those 2 barrels of water. Was the thing. I really did not want to waste them, but it turned out that I had to, which makes me unhappy. How many do I need? Shouldn't one just break down automatically? Try this again. Clay. Clay. 4 of those becomes a clay. Yes. So shouldn't one break into clay? Why am I not getting clay? No. Is it? Good Lord. Is there not a way of breaking clay down into mini clay? I used to watch your Sky Factory stream. Loud noises. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Get it all loaded up here. Everything just bounced around. Thank you very much, Transfer Gaming. I appreciate the sub. And let's see. Why am I not remembering how to turn clay into clay balls? Clay balls into clay. Why can I not break clay? Place and break it. Wow, I'm an idiot. Ooh, you could tell I've not touched this in a while. Thank you. Let me see. Infinity Wolf used to watch your Sky Factory streams as videos for hours and never caught you streaming. Well, I'm glad you were able to come by today. Said I stream several times a week, and then on every other Sunday, like I said, I do the Dungeons and Dragons stream. Also, every other Sunday on the off weeks of the D&D, I do a morning stream. So those folks who are in different time zones or just work nights and can't make it in, everybody has a chance to kind of hang out and come to the live stream. So if you're more of a night person and you can't really get in, hey, watch out. This upcoming Sunday will be the morning stream. So that will be very, very cool. All right. So let me see. I've got a whole bunch of extra coal in here. Let me get rid of that right now. I'm carrying all this extra stuff. So there's some dust. There's some clay. Excellent. Yay. Now I have a clay bucket and no water to pick anything up with. Ah! Okay. Well, at least if it rains, I can then start getting water. It's 3 a.m. for you. See, there you go. That's a good example. The Sunday morning streams might be something a bit more beneficial for you in your time zone. Definitely swing by and check us out. Let's see. Miss Huska says, I also love D&D. Tomorrow I'm doing my second game of it with friends using Discord. Very nice. Yeah, I have been playing, and I only DM. I don't play. I only run games. I prefer it. And so it's something that I really enjoy doing. I'm on a bit of a hiatus right now, but like I said, the story I've been writing the same campaign for 25 years. And as I would move from one group of players to another, the last group became this group's historical figures. It's all based on my own world. It's 100% homebrew. Got my own gods, got my own world, all that kind of stuff. If you like D&D, I really recommend checking out the Merged World streams. I am going to be doing some actual D&D content stuff here on the channel as well. We are going to start, actually, I'm waiting for all of the current events to die down a bit, but I'm looking to start running a game online. And I may do 2 different story streams. I may do one where I'm literally playing with some community live streaming where we're all live. And then I may have some people that I know come over, film a full day and break it up and put that out in episodes. But all of it's going to take place on my world, Merged World's world, because that's where I run everything. So yeah, it's my homebrew world. I started it in 93. When I first got into high school, I started doing the Merged World stuff, and then I've been running it ever since. So it's very, very close to my heart, and working with that stuff. And for the people that participated in it, pretty important to them as well. So it's very exciting to get to be able to share that with people now, because it's been such a big part of my life. So like D&D, we're going to see a lot more of that on the channel. Now, I always like to stress that as I'm adding new things like Dungeons and Dragons and things like that to channel, I'm not going to be getting rid of Minecraft by any means. Anytime I add content, it just becomes extra stuff. So I'm not replacing things. So Monday is always Minecraft's. Sunday mornings, half the time is Minecraft. Thursdays, even though I'm doing 7 Days to Die right now, probably going to go back to Minecraft at some point. Especially if we get the new rig going. If I can get an upgraded computer or upgrade this one here sometime in May. If I can start doing some of the cooler mods I'd like to play, we'll probably start doing that a little bit more Mondays and Thursdays and set 7 days off for a little while to kind of take a back seat. Really need water. Was there a way to make water? Wooden crucible. Leaves, apples. That'll work. Make one of those. Do I have any stabs left? I do not. Crafting. There we go. This. Those. I don't think I have enough wood, do I? I don't. Come here. Give me that. Try that again. Where did I put my slabs? There. You. Crucible. Pick that up. Whoop, hit my HUD. All right, let's see. You'll go fine right there for now. And need more apples. Where did I put my apples at? There they are. I just need enough to get an infinite water source going. Let's see. Trying to keep up with the stream here. So I am paying attention. Let's see. Sky before we're watching this. Very cool. Leaves in no crucible. There. And what specs do you have? For my computer, I'm going to be honest with you, off the top of my head, I don't know. Not good, we'll say that. My last computer crashed on me when in a very horrible time for it to happen. And so I had to get what I could, and I bought a pre-built. I'm only running on like 8 gigabytes of RAM at this point, and it just can't handle most of the stuff I want to do. So I've got room to upgrade the RAM on it a little, which will help if I can't get the new rig, but I couldn't give you the specs even if I want to be completely honest with you, because I just don't know that much about that stuff. It's not the side of gaming that I'm knowledgeable about. Come on, get to shrinking. I need water. I need that water. Okay, I need to build an infinite water source. Do that. Infinite water source can be here in the corner. More. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. And torch. Very nice. Still not ready. Okay, we'll give that a minute. All right, so let's do some more dirt. All right. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. Like I said, I love Sky Factory. I love Minecraft. I've been playing Minecraft for a very long time. I didn't really get into modding until Sky Factory. I found Minecraft through Achievement Hunter, and then found Sky Factory the same way. I'll be honest, 99% of my personal entertainment that is not me playing games, like watching stuff, I don't watch television. I pretty much just watch Rooster Teeth content. And I have for a very long time. I've been a sponsor for 16 years, I think. Just because I found them in RVB Season 2 and have just been adored them since. So getting to be able to be part of the Extra Life team, and help out them with the charity. I mean, they do so much for charity. It's nice to be a part of that team and know that every little bit I can make kind of goes towards their goals as well. It's pretty awesome. So, all right, do we have water yet? We do. All right, one. Do that again. More, and then I won't need that anymore. That'll be one less thing to deal with. Very nice. And dirt. See, I'm drinking cola with ice at 3 a.m. What has this quarantine done to me? I'll tell you, I have not had a soda, soft drink, since March 1st, 2011. That was the day that I gave up sodas. Have not touched them since. Which really made it challenging with some mixed drinks. Some of the favorite mixed drinks I drank did not have that. And watch as it starts raining. It will. You wait. It'll rain as soon as I finally get my second bucket. That'll be... I didn't even think of that, but you're totally right. What's going to happen. But not drinking sodas definitely affected my ability to make mixed drinks. So, had to get a little more inventive there. But I gave it up for health reasons. And it's been okay. It's worked out. I found other things to drink. I drink these, the sparkling ice. You've probably seen them. They're all over the place. Carbonated fruit water, basically as healthy as water, with more vitamins. I enjoy them quite a bit. They give me the fizzy stuff, fizzy feeling in a drink that I missed. Miss Liska said, how? I've had 2 sodas a day. I can't live without it. I will tell you how. First thing you do is almost have a stroke. That helps. I almost had a stroke. At the time, I weighed almost 450 pounds. And I would drink, when I did sodas, I was like this. I would cook dinner, I would drink a soda. When I was ready to go eat my food, because I lived alone, I wasn't married at the time, and I bumbled off, I would take 3 cans of sodas with me. And all 3 of those would be gone when I was done. I would go through 6 to 8 cases of cans a week. Just myself. Not counting anything I bought at work, anything I got at a restaurant while I was out. I drank a lot of soda. But then I almost had a stroke, rushed in the hospital. Luckily, they were able to crash me down before that happened. Fortunately for myself. But my doctor was like, I'm going to give you 6 months to lose 50 pounds, or I'm going to push you to have weight loss surgery. And I came back 6 months later, bigger than I was before. And I was like, I can't do it. I can't do it by myself. I don't have the willpower. I've been fat most of my life. So I went and I had weight loss surgery and lost close to 250 pounds. I've put a little bit back on over the last few months. Everything going on and being stuck at home and eating more. I put a little bit back on. I need to get back on. But I am drastically smaller than I used to be, which, is good. But yeah, that was kind of the thing that got me motivated there. I didn't have a lot of choice in the matter. I've been with my wife now for about 8 years. And it was one of those things where it took me most of my life to find her. I wanted to have a little bit of time with her, So I made sure to do what I had to do to get to the point where I was okay. And so I'm much, much healthier now. Drastically so. But giving up sodas was the one thing that I determined right off the bat I was going to do. They didn't even tell me to do that. That was something I decided I was going to do. So I got rid of the sodas. And goal is never to have a drop of soda again the rest of my life. Any major scars? Not really. Not really, no. From the weight loss surgery, I want to say there were 7 incisions, all about inch and a half long. But again, I shrunk, so did they. So I've got 2 or 3 little tiny little things like you got a little scratch. That's it. It's really all I've got from the surgery, no. Now that's from the surgery. Scars from other stuff, that's different. Say that is true. Where's my seeds? There we go. Get some seeds going now. Finally. That way we start getting chickens, we can do something with them. Chicky. Only going to put 1 down because I only have 1. So that's all I need right now. Get that a-cooking. Hello, Seth. Welcome back. Here's a good story. I'll give you this one for those folks who may be new here and didn't know this story. Many years ago, in my youth, I was a manager at a Taco Bell. And I live in Tennessee. I'm from Canada, but I've lived in Tennessee since I was in high school. Lived in the U.S. since I was in high school. I lived in North Carolina for a little while, graduated high school, then moved to Tennessee. And I live in Knoxville now, but I used to live in an area called Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg, Sevierville. It's this little tourist section. Dolly Parton's got a theme park. It's a big thing there. But all the Taco Bells in the area, after work, 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, we'd all go play basketball at one of the local fields or whatever, which was cool. I was into that. And I was never very good at it, but it was cool to hang out with my friends and do that kind of stuff. So one night, we're playing basketball, and I apologize if you've already heard this story. This is maybe a little more for the new folks, but one day I was playing basketball, and a guy was running by, and I reached in on the ball, and my hand got caught between him and the ball, and it twisted it. And so my ring finger got snapped backwards, and then snapped back down, pointing backwards. So imagine your finger flipping and then pointing down. It was very painful. Most of my friends couldn't see how bad it was because I, stumbled off. I was in pain, and they're just, they wanted me to come back to the game, so they're yelling at me to walk it off. So not knowing what else to do. And I want to point out I was like 19 at the time. I just snapped it back into position. That actually hurt more. But turned out it was bad. And one of the guys drove me over to the hospital. And we went in there, and the doctor I got was just a quack. Hands down. And he looked at it and goes, "Oh, you sprained your finger." So he put it in a splint. I go home. A couple days later, my roommates call my mom, and she comes over to see me. And I'm delirious with pain. My finger's swollen up like this, like 2 to 3 times the size. Too graphic? I apologize. It's not a pretty story, but it was swollen up really bad. And I was delirious because it was infected and pain. So she takes me into the local hospital, and there happened to be a specialist there that day who dealt with fingers and hands specifically. And he was like, "I've never seen this much damage done to one finger. I've seen hands crushed. I've seen fingers on the outside, but it's just one finger and it's in the middle. All the other ones were fine." But it turns out I'd shattered it in 5 places and I'd ripped all the tendons and muscles in half. I promise I'm getting to the end of the story for those of you who may be queasy. But they went in and they did surgery, and they cut it open like a little book, and they opened it up, and they pulled extra pieces of bone out that were no good, and they wired it up, and they stuck a pin in it for 8 weeks. I went back after 8 weeks, and they were like, "Okay, let's take a look at it. I'm not sure what we're going to do." He says, "We're going to leave it in there for a couple more weeks. This little metal pin sticking out." And I'm like, "All right, fine." So he goes out. He comes back in a few minutes later. He goes, "Let me see it again." I'm like, "Okay." So I give my hand. And he's looking at it, and there's a little plastic thing on the end he unscrews. And he turns to the knife and he goes, all right. And she hands him a pair of pliers. Now, I say pliers. They're not a medical instrument. This is the exact same pair of pliers I had in my very own toolbox. And he just takes it, grabs the end, and just pulls the pin right out. Didn't hurt at all. But you could hear it grinding the bone as it slid out of my finger. And I about passed it just from the shock. I wasn't expecting him to do it. But moral of the story, the whole reason I told this, because we started with scars. I don't need to describe it so much. The reason I said that is when the finger healed, it, instead of healing normally because it was so shattered, it healed as one solid piece of bone in an L shape. And so my hand is stuck like this all the time. Since I've been 19, my finger is stuck on a 90-degree angle. I can move the joint closest to my hand, but there is no muscle movement here because that's just one L-shaped solid bone. So that's my gimpy finger. It's always like that all the time. It's kind of become a little trademark thing with my friends, the gimpy finger. But sorry for the over-descriptive. I've always been a descriptive kind of person. But yeah, so that's my gimpy finger. And it's not a big inconvenience. I can still make a fist. I can pick things up. Clapping is challenging. You know, sneezing is dangerous. I can poke an eye out. I can't really give high fives, but I give great high 4.5s. So, you know, just stuff like that. It's great for carrying in groceries, you know. But yes, that is one of the things that I'm known for. But scar-wise, that's really the only thing that I would say is a scar. I broke my right foot 3 times in a 2-year period, but that's when I was a kid. I've broken and sprained every finger in my hand, but I played hockey for years when I was a kid, so that's where most of that happened. Boop. Why am I not getting any chickens? I am being robbed of chickens. I'm going to be irritated if I don't get chickens in this farm. Some chickens. But yeah, so there's that story. I have a feeling that I grossed out some people, so for that I apologize. So let's see, what do we got to do next? So we got the chicken thing up and going. We got a basic farm up and going. What's next? We need lava. Crucible. Unfired crucible is porcelain, which is bone meal and clay. How do you get bone meal? Got to come through a sieve with string. It's also got to be best compressed. I have not broken anything yet. You and Seth, both of you, very lucky. I recommend not doing it. If you have a choice, don't break your bones. You know, just some, advice from an old guy who you may find beneficial. Bone meal. Let's see. Is there no way to get a joint back in it? And if the technology was better and affordable, would you want an artificial finger? If I could have it do something cool, like a cybernetic finger, maybe the end of it was like a USB drive, I could plug it into things, that would be cool. But no, because it was so shattered, they said they could probably re-break it, but it might just get stuck in a different position. Like it could be stuck straight out. And can you imagine getting into a fight like this? That wouldn't do it for me. Like I said, it's been this way longer than it wasn't. I did that when I was 19. I'm in my 40s now, so I'm so old. But yeah, it's not, doesn't really affect me much on a daily basis. I'd say the most challenging thing is things with handles. Like if you ever open up your refrigerator or grab a lunchbox, sometimes it's not because I can't straighten my hand to slide it in, the knuckle will bang it a little bit, but it's rare that happens. I've adjusted to it most of the time. All right, so chicken farm's going. Got the water going. That's good. I need unfired porcelain. For that, I need bone meal. I need a better crucible. I mean, a better sieve. All right. Sieve. That. String mesh. String, I do. Just 4? No. All right. String mesh. All right, so what do I do with my better? There it is. Other crucible. This crucible we will set here. We will set here. And what did we say? I think it was compressed dust gave the best chance. but it should still come from other things. Should still come from dust. Taser finger would be fun. When I high five people, or high 4.5 them, a lot of times they'll do the Spock thing. My finger will just go right there in the middle. My friends when I do that. Fired porcelain. So clay and bone. Bone meal is so annoying. I thought there was a... Oh, there's the string. There's the clay chicken. Bone meal chicken. My chickens would hurry up and do their job. You know, there's a market. Didn't even realize that there was a market in Sky Factory 3. I use it in Sky Factory 4 all the time. Huh. Interesting. Take a look at that. We're lit up enough now that I don't have to sleep, but where are my chickens? I'm about to be an unhappy camper if I'm not getting chickens. Let's see. I'm still in a plains biomes. You should get chickens in a plains biome. I understand they don't spawn as commonly as some other things. That's why I'm trying to go a little bit further out with this. But yeah, get a chicken soon. Draven will not be happy camper. Dirt going. Get the dirt going. I love Spock. Though my channel is named after a Star Wars character. Well, interestingly enough, my name is Kirk, and I was named after a Star Trek character. Let's see. So open up Sky Factory 3, and I get taken to the mod loading part, and I look in the corner, and I see this guy dancing while spinning around in circles. Yes, that's Bacon Donut, his mod. Bacon Donut's, he's actually streams and such as well. Fun guy. I've watched several of his streams. Wish you could automate a market. Yeah, that'd be nice. Although, most of the stuff in the market you can automate different ways down the road. I mean, early on it'd be nice, but after a while, most of the stuff in it you're never going to need again anyways. I'm very happy that there is a better farming. That's one thing I like about Sky Factory 3 versus 4. The automatic farmer. See if I can find it again. Farmer. Yes, there it is. The farming station. God, I love the farming station. The farming station literally reaps everything around it, all directions, and then replant seeds. So it'll actually pull seeds out. Where in Sky Factory 4, any automated method that I've come up with will reap the materials, but you don't get any seeds from it. So you get definitely more seeds using that. So I'm excited to be able to get that up and going. Oh, that's a cool little color thing over there. I'm very excited to be able to use that again, because that's something I did miss in Sky Factory 4. Let's see. I have a bunch of servers and they are free of charge. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, in order to have enough people or enough space on mine, like the one I've got right now, I think we've got 13 or 14 people who actively play on it. I go into it only in creative because I'm just building Let's Plays. That's all I'm doing in it. I did a little tour video actually on the channel. If you look under other videos, there's a little server tour that I did a few weeks ago. So some of the newest stuff's not on it yet, but it was just to give an idea of some of the things that we were using. Some of the Let's Plays that I've got set up that hopefully very soon we'll all be able to actually play in there. You're on your Sky Factory 3 server. Well, that is pretty awesome. All right, so I don't think I'm going to get any bone meal. I can't even do bone meal there. So I need sand. That's more stone. I just think that I just hate sieving. Sieving, I do like the saplings of Sky. Oh, that is not the one I meant to put that in. I do like the saplings in Sky Factory 4 a lot. Those are pretty awesome. But Sky Factory 3, I'll still take it for the chickens. You know, when they actually give you a chicken. I do need to get to the Nether relatively soon as well so I can get a quartz chicken. Chickens! Chickens! We've got chickens! Nice! Look at that. 4 little... Oh, we even got a googly eye one. 4 beautiful chickens. Oh, yeah. All right, let's go here. Is Bacon Donut still active in the modding community? I don't know. I see him stream, but I don't see him streaming as much Minecraft as he used to. Let's see. How do you make a Sky Factory 3 server with Sky Factory 3 mods? It's just a matter of finding a host to do it for you. Rodrigo, hello from Brazil. Hello back in Brazil. Welcome, welcome. And Eternos is free. Yeah, there's some free servers and such you can use as well. And Neon's here. Welcome, Neon. We are Sky Factory 3ing today. And we finally got some chickens. All right, so what did I need? Now I need hay. Now I got to work on hay. Hay has just become a bigger priority now that we have chickens. So I need a watering can. Where's it at? Andesite, polished andesite, stone. All right, so we have to waste some dirt now because I need a watering can so we can get some chickens. I need these chickens to make sweet love and give me better chickens. That, get a couple of these going. Should be enough. Chickens, where'd you go? Work. Cook those up real quick. That should let me get... Saw you setting up the chicken spot. Oh, yeah. You know my love of chickens. Delicious, delicious chickens. And, I mean, they're tasty, too, but these ones are purely for breeding. I mean, until I get some better chickens, then I'll kill these regular ones. But I need eggs. So many eggs. Oh, I'm also going to need that bone meal now even more. I need a bone chicken. Now, bone chicken, if I'm correct, should spawn naturally. There's several of them that will spawn naturally for you. So hopefully we get some of those relatively quick. The wood chicken is one, and that helps. If you get a hold of a wood chicken, then you really don't have to do planting and sieving or planting and such anymore unless you need leaves specifically for something. Go ahead and put these down and get some more chicken stuff. Then I'll go back and make my watering can. Get away from the door, chicken. Get away from the door. I'm making you all the chicken love. Boop. Hello, chicken. Next should be sheep, which gives you materials when sheared. Well, sheep basically just gives you wool, and I can get that from a tree with string. I'm not as worried about sheep. Pretty much every other animal I just slaughter for their food. I just don't need... Oh, I didn't finish that one. I don't need much else when it comes to that. What else I got here? Nuts, more nuts, sugarcane seeds. May start growing some of those soon. What was I looking at? Watering can. That's what we wanted. What else did I need for a watering can? A wooden bowl. That we can do. Ooh, wrong spot. It's us a bowl for a watering can. And then we will start reaping the wheat. Where is my watering can? You grow. Yes. Aha! Like, let's see, I just spent like 5 hours trying to get a specific chicken. I will max out every chicken. Now, me being the slob that I am, one thing that I will say that I do with chickens is that, you know, if you breed chickens, they have stats. There's 3 stats. They'll be like a 1-1-1 chicken. If you can breed them, you'll get like a 2-1-1, and then a 2-2-3, and then 3-3-4. As you keep breeding them, if you can get them all the way up to max 10, then they drop materials better. So chickens will, to answer the question there that Neon kind of covered, they do poop out materials, yes. And if you have them in a chicken coop, then it will just drop right into those directly, and you can take it out as needed. I have a whole process for that. And then I automate that as well. So that's another big thing. But there's a chicken that will specifically drop bone meal. Wow, is this not the watering can I normally use? No, it's the one. Reinforced watering can. No, that's the super watering can. No, that's the one I needed. Oh, that's the better one. I don't have any iron yet, though. Okay, that's okay. Okay, so this is what I wanted. See, now that I'm needing some seeds, now I can start increasing. Where my seeds go? Now I can start putting down additional seeds. Now the watering can will water both of them. Let's see. Can you make a diamond sheep which has diamond fur which can turn into diamond? No, it will actually just poop out diamond. But you can make sheep for just about every material in Sky Factory 3. There might be a couple that you can't. You can't get any of the like Superium kind of stuff that you can get from mystical farming, mystical agriculture. Those, unfortunately, not. Those you still have to use mystical agriculture for, which again, very happy that that's in this mod, because between mystical agriculture, using cloches for those, and then the chickens, you have pretty much everything you're ever going to need. So this watering can does not grow as fast, but it's still going to get us some wheat. I need enough wheat to make at least 2 chicken coops. Or chicken pens, chicken nests, I can't remember the exact name, but I need at least 2 of them for breeding purposes. Right, there we go. You. Excellent, excellent. And you just fill up your watering can with water. Fortunately, it does not deplete the water source itself. And this will actually do a 9x9 space. So I could, right now I'm watering all 6 of these at once. So that's great. You can put chicken poop in the composting bin and turns to dirt, but I can't remember if it works as bone meal. It does. It does work as a fertilizer itself. So once you start gathering that up, it also works phenomenally as well. And you'll get a lot of it. See, the chicken coops, nests, I'm going to pull it up here so I can use the right name. The little chicken coops themselves. Where's the one I'm looking for? See all these chickens? All these chickens. Okay, so it's not here. Let's just try coop. Coop. Nope. Nest. There it is. This is what you need. Nesting pen. So the nesting pen itself has 5 spaces of inventory, and what the chicken drops will fill it. If you put the item they drop, because they'll drop eggs themselves, the type of eggs that they are. So if it's a iron chicken, it'll drop iron chicken eggs. And then it'll drop poop, feathers, iron ingots, and usually something else. So if you take all the inventory out and you just put at least 1 iron ingot in each one of those slots, then it'll only fill with that. Everything else just gets wasted. It's not even needed. So that's one thing that I try to do early on for that exact purpose. So chicken with stats, Pokemon Master intensifies. Very much so. Glad to see how everybody's asking questions and that Draven is having a good time. I'm having a blast. I mean, I am happy to be able to jump in here and do, you know, some Sky Factory. We did the full Sky Factory 4 Prestige playthrough, which was a lot of fun. I got to answer a lot of questions there and help a lot of folks out. But it's nice to be able to jump in and be able to do that again, especially because it sees that, shockingly, I didn't even cross my mind. So many people started with Sky Factory 4. So being able to help you guys in that. Now, if you've done most everything you want to do in Sky Factory 4, while we're waiting for hopefully a Sky Factory 5, it is a great time to jump into one of the older ones and get some playthrough in that, because there are a lot of different awesome things that you can do in Sky Factory 3 that you couldn't do in 4. So highly recommend checking it out. Oh, I love chicken farming. Like I said, the chicken farming, or the whole thing, making the chickens and breeding them and such, that was the first tutorial I ever made, because it was the thing that I needed that I couldn't find anywhere. So once I figured it all out, I put it in there. How do I stop taking fall damage when I land in a jetpack? Yeah, hover mode will help. You can also put on slime shoes. Slime shoes will help because they absorb any fall damage at all. But hover mode or slime shoes is usually the best thing. Like I said, as soon as you can get to a flight charm, if you can make a flight charm, I'd recommend do that and skip jetpacks altogether. See, Nikolai, I didn't know you could vein mine until I saw your prestige mode. Vein mine is everything. Again, I only knew about it because I watch so much of the. So I got into Sky Factory 3 because Achievement Hunter did Sky Factory 3, and I loved watching it. It's probably my favorite thing they've ever done in all of their Minecraft. So when they vein mined the floor for the first time, and 3/4 of them fell to their death, I cackled. But I knew, hey, that's something I want to definitely do. I miss the blood magic the most. Blood magic is fun. Like I said, I did a lot with blood magic, but I never got to finish it up because I don't think the mod was ever completely finished either. Unfortunately, it's one of those mods where they didn't get it all the way done, sadly. And then what else is there? There's the Botania stuff is in this one. So I think I'll spend a little more time working with Botania because I never did a whole lot with that. I know you can summon the Gaia spirit or something like that, so ooh, wait, give me that. Give me that. All right, so get going. So I'm going to let these things passively grow while I'm off doing other stuff. How much wheat have I got? 17. 17. Not sure that's enough yet, but we'll go check. That. I need nest for nest. I need that. Nope, it's not going to be enough. Not going to be enough yet. Okay. This is a little bit slow going, but we'll get there. We will get there together, my friends. Yeah, jetpack's great. Flight charm, I usually go to that first. And then, of course, got 2 routes you can go if you want to get really good flight in Sky Factory 4 early. One is glitch armor. You want to start, working with the glitch stuff, that works. Or if you want to get into mystical agriculture, Supremium set will give you creative flight as well. So either of those will work very well. Personally, myself, I prefer Supremium, just because I need all the stuff from mystical agriculture anyway. So while I'm working towards that gear, I'm working towards a lot of other stuff I need. But it's a lot personal preference. Once I get Supremium armor, I never change. Let's see. The last tier isn't done yet. Also, the RF tools dimensions weren't quite done. Tried to make an Ender Dragon dimension to farm with dragon armor, but I couldn't program it. Yeah, I remember there was several mods in 3 that just never got finished, which makes sense why they didn't put them in 4. Mr. Koska, how can I get a flight charm? I'm on the world and I looked it up and it is just enough items that I didn't see it. Okay. So first of all, you can find them in the Nether quite often. That's a great. They're in chests in Nether fortresses. But to make one themselves isn't super hard, although I'm going to be honest, off the top of my head, I don't remember the recipe. There's a tutorial video on the channel. I do have a tutorial about that, yes. I have one showing a lot of the different flights and stuff in general, and how to make a bunch of different ones. But off the top of my head, I apologize. I don't remember the recipe without looking it up, which unfortunately I can't do in 3. Let's see what else here. Me and my cousin used to play Skyfire for days, literally. Then he got bored of it, and I miss it every day. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. And a lot of these things are fun with more people, which is why I wanted to have a server for members. Neon is one of the ones that's in there and helps me playtest a lot of the Let's Plays that I'm making. So when we start filming these, which hopefully, if we're either going to film them or we may just jump right to streaming them live so people can watch, just watch us play them. Definitely, the members are always going to get first dibs on being involved in that. But if we don't have enough people, I'll definitely be reaching out to the community as well, so other people have a chance to jump in and play with those. Let's see. What else we got? So many questions. Thank you. What weapons and tools do you recommend? Again, for me, Supremium. Once I can start making mystical agriculture stuff, I just start using their gear all the time. Especially once you get to Supremium, because it never breaks down. Ever. You don't ever have to repair it or nothing. It's just invincible durability. So that's why I like it. You can make a Supremium Paxel and you have almost all the tools you're ever going to need. But earlier on, if you're not messing with the mystical agriculture itself, you can instead jump into the Tinker stuff. There's some really good stuff in Tinkers, which are a little bit easier to make earlier on. If you don't want to spend a lot of time focusing on agriculture, you want to do a little bit more of the other stuff. Let's see. I'm jumping inside Sky Factory 4. Let me look in the JI. Thank you, Lex. I appreciate that. Yeah, it should be the Air Charm is the one we're looking for. Once the mod pack is loaded. Yeah, Air Charm, not Flight Charm. I apologize. I'm using the wrong one. It's the Air Charm that gives you flight. There's also a slow fall, and there's a bunch of cool charms. But it is the Air Charm that allows you to fly. Just make sure that, again, you keep an eye on it, because you are going to have to recharge it every so often. 24. That should be enough. Should be enough to get our first pen anyways. Right? Yes, maybe. Let's see. You nest. You. There. That makes me a nest. Yes, that. Sweet. All right. So I also need to make a bunch of nests, because the nests, I'm going to need a ton of wheat. Wheat is going to be a priority for a while. So let me get that. Not mean to put that there. Give me that. Give me that. Oop, we got an egg already. Sweet. Oh, poop. Hey, we got some poop. That's pretty cool. So let's see. Right here. Boop. So if you put 2 of these facing each other, right, and use your net. Come here, googly-eyed chicken. Oop. So if you right-click on it, here's where I was saying there's 5 inventory slots that they will drop stuff in. Oh, more poop. Let me go. Grab that. You are going to be in here. This chicken is now in there. So when he drops, you see, it says here his next drop is 2 minutes and 11 seconds. When that goes by, anything he drops will end up in here. I can just right-click on it and pull it out. So again, I'm wanting, there's a couple of base special chickens that will pop up here just themselves. And like the bone chicken, I believe, is one of them. So I'm hoping those pop relatively soon. But I do need to get some more wheat going, which means I'm going to need some more dirt. Let's get some more dirt so I can make this farm go a little bit better. Let's go here. Let's see here. Sorry, I'm doing my best to try and keep up with chat and everything at once. A lot of people in chat today, and I appreciate all of you. Thank you all for coming by and hanging out today. I'm excited to be able to do 3 and chat with everybody about it. If you haven't already and you're enjoying the stream, please be sure to click like. But most importantly, please remember to hit subscribe. We are just a couple shy away from hitting 4150. We just hit 4,000 like 5 days ago. It's been a very busy day. Let's see. Procedure on. I'm doing Groot so I can get this smeltery. Right, gotcha. Grout stuff. Okay. Cleaver is really good. Yes, it is. Ooh, put the wrong thing in there. Yeah, I looked up Flight Charm, but not air at first. It seems easy to make. A diamond, netherwort, bone block, and iron. Yeah, it's not hard to make, and you can just keep recharging it, and you'll be good to go. Why is your hotbar cut off? Didn't realize it was. Hey, thank you for pointing that out. Give me a second here, and I will try to fix that. Let's see. This lagged my computer for a second, so I apologize, but let me see. I did not realize that it had been shrunkity shrunk. Fix that out. I didn't realize the alignment was off. I didn't adjust it. It was still set to how I had SciFactory 4. So it's actually been cutting off the last little bit of the screen there. So I apologize. Thank you for pointing that out. There we go. That should be a little bit better for everybody now, huh? You can actually see what I'm talking about. I had not even noticed. So I do apologize. All right. What else do we miss here? When you're going to start a cobblestone generator? Very soon. Right now, I've just been kind of focusing on chickens because I want to get a bone chicken. Once I have bone chicken, I'll have bone meal, which is easier than sitting here and sieving a whole bunch. Once I have bone meal, then I can make all of the porcelain that I need to be able to make the lava and move on forward. Right now, I don't need cobblestone for anything specific, so that's why I haven't been making it a priority. And it's not super hard to make, you know. Right now, I want to get the bone chicken, hopefully to spawn very, very soon. Stone there. How much do I got? 15 dirt? Okay. Go ahead and extend our farm a little bit. Right. That up. Okay, that's good. Now we'll do a little bit more water in here. Oh, hey, we got some manure. We'll use that too. Where'd that go? Only 2, but I'll take it. Let's see. This is my first stream of yours, and now I'm going to have to come more often. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Try to be as entertaining as possible. Oh, I forgot to use the poop. Poop. Look at that. Instantaneous gold. Well, you know, hey, it's golden colored. Technically not a lie. Let's see. What's your favorite ice water? Oh, of the frosted ice? I probably like strawberry lemonade the best, followed by the lemon lime, which is basically like a Sprite for all intents and purposes. I like those two. There aren't many that I don't like. I stay away from anything that has like a watermelon flavor to it. I like watermelon. I don't like watermelon flavored things. And just, I don't think there's one in sparkling ice, but I also don't like banana flavored things. I like bananas. I just don't like banana flavored stuff. So those are two things I try to stay away from. But strawberry lemonade's probably my favorite. Are you going to eventually make a new dimension? Yes, I'm gonna do all sorts of stuff. I mean, like I said, I figure we'll stream this for a while. I don't have any reason not to. I thought we might jump in here and see where the world takes us. Definitely we'll be doing the nether here relatively soon, so I can get a quartz chicken. I need a quartz chicken. Quartz chicken is imperative because I need quartz to make the inventory system that I prefer. Let's see. And one there. Good for now. To get into, I can't, off the top of my head, I'm forgetting the name of it, but the computer system that you use for inventory in SciFactory 3, I need a lot of quartz for that. So that is something that I will be working on very, very soon. The citrus ones are super good. Yes, they are. I think we missed a question earlier. Someone asked if you're going to do more episodes of this and when those will be. Yes, I'm going to continue with SciFactory 3. I'm going to be doing SciFactory 3 every Monday. I always do Minecraft on Monday. Right now on Thursdays, I'm doing a 7 Days to Die kind of zombie thing we're doing for a few weeks to see how well that goes. We've got some interesting challenges in that, but we may even, you know, if people are enjoying this more, I might switch. I might only do the zombies every other Thursday and, you know, throw this in its place. Plus, every so often, we like to do a Jackbox day, but I'm definitely gonna do this every Monday. So yeah, if you want to come by, we would love to have you. But can a lava-infused stone be automated for making obsidian? I saw your tutorial, but you're using the method of automated users and other stuff that's earlier in the game. Off the top of my head, I don't remember. I would have to get in and try. I don't think I've tried to do it that way that I can recall. Again, I haven't touched, this is the first time I've been in 3 in a little over a year, so Some of that stuff I'm not remembering 100%. You place a fluid placer in the industrial foregoing. Yes, I think you have to have a breaker. Yeah. But it's doable. I just don't remember the exact process. But we'll figure it out. We're going to do it all in here. Yeah. So if you're enjoying Sky Factory 3, come on by and hang out. Said Thursday is normally 7 days to die. So if you like zombies and like to see me get destroyed and eaten regularly, come on by that too. But said if people are enjoying this more, we may put the 7 days off for a little while and kind of stick with this. Not looking forward to going to the Nether. Like the Nether in Sky Factory 3, depending on how you look at it, is either way easier or way harder than Sky Factory 4. In Sky Factory 3, you don't get any land. It's just like this. You get a little pedestal in the middle of nowhere. You do not get a pre-generated world like you do in Sky Factory 4. So if you can't fly, you're not going to normally get to a Nether fortress anytime soon. You've got to build out just like you do here. And that can be dangerous because as you're building out, monsters are spawning on there like crazy, especially gas. And gas are really hard because there's not a lot of places to hide. Let's see. Hey, thank everybody in chat for being kind and helpful, making my job easy. Yes, we do appreciate that. I mean, here in the channel, like I said, I want everybody to always feel welcome and everybody to have a good time. So we try to keep the channel very, very friendly. And I appreciate everybody coming by and having a good time and chatting with everybody today. It is very cool. And like I said, it makes Neon's job much easier. It's fun to seem like I know how anything in Sky Factory works. You know, and that's the thing. That's one thing I always enjoy about the streaming stuff when it comes to Sky Factory is sometimes we all discover stuff together in the stream. In Sky Factory 4, the concept of putting a simple storage inside a compact machine literally just popped up in a stream one day. As we were talking about it, and we're like, well, hell, let's try. And so we started putting it together and it worked and it was amazing. And I put that tutorial together and it's still probably one of the most watched tutorials that I have. Not the most watched tutorial that I have is how to build and use a smeltery. It's been the biggest one for a long time. But still, I mean, you know, we come across stuff in here. Like one thing I'll do is I'll just pull up the JEI and just start scrolling through pages and say, I don't know what that is. How do I make it? What are the machines I need to make it? How do I make it work? What can I use it for? Is there a way to automate it? That's how I came across the tutorial I just put out yesterday on how to make a living filing cabinet. Is it useful in any way? Not even a little bit. But it's fun, and it's cool, and it's something that I didn't know was there before. So it's cool to come across that kind of stuff and then share it with folks. Luxem, did you need still the air charm formula? Oh, that's okay. No, you're good. I appreciate you looking into it for us. I believe she was able to find it. How are we doing for hay? 36. Getting there. 24. It's taking longer than I would prefer. I need to get some growth crystals going as well so I can get these things to grow a little bit faster. But we will get there. We will get there. So yeah. Used your smell tutorial when I played for the first time. Yeah, it's definitely useful. And again, you know, sometimes I go back and I make upgraded ones. Like I had how to automate a smeltery, and then I went back and did how to automate a smeltery 2.0 because we just find better ways to do things sometimes. So that's a fun thing about doing this on stream with you folks is a lot of times you'll be like, hey, have you ever tried doing it this way? And I haven't. So altogether, I figured out a new way to do it, and I get to share it with everybody on the stream. I can throw a tutorial up and help everybody else who needs it outside of that. So that's another great thing about being part of the Discord. In our Discord channel, people ask questions and talk about Sky Factory, and we bounce ideas back and forth. Several of the tutorials have been just direct recommendations from people who are members of Discord. Say, hey, I found a way to do this. Would this be a good tutorial? And it is, and we add it to the channel. So definitely, all of you, I recommend go to the link to it should be down in the description of all this stream and all my streams and videos. But you can go to onlydraven.com, my website, and there's a button right near the top you can click on that'll take you right to Discord. Love to have you there. See, how do you charge air charm? Charging anvil is the best way. A powered anvil is what you're looking for. I found the recipe for air charm. All I need is nether wart. There you go. Yeah, nether wart. Once you get a hold of that, you're pretty set. I like the idea of picking up the stuff my void charm wouldn't let me pick up. Keep the junk out of my inventory, but not leaving it behind. That's true. The living little guy would be good with that. Especially, like I said, if you're just running around digging, say, netherrack is a great example. You're just running around in the nether destroying netherrack. He needs to be gathering all that up. You're not filling up your inventory full of netherrack, but maybe you want the netherrack for something later. Doesn't hurt to have it. Nether wart was the hardest when I made one. Yeah, definitely getting into the nether and getting a hold of that as quickly as possible is helpful. And while you're in there, you may even find a charm just in one of the chests. There's a lot of the different charms can be found there. One thing about Sky Factory 3 that I will say over 4 is that the nether is not as lag conducing. You know, a lot of people we've all talked about many times about how when you go into the nether in Sky Factory 4, your game lag's real bad. It's because of all the lava and everything. The lava is just a drag on your computer. But Sky Factory 3, you don't have any of that. So you don't really have any of the lag in the nether. First thing I do in the nether is I build a wall around the portal because I don't want a ghast to blow it up. And then as soon as possible, I change that wall into obsidian. And I build a little platform for farming there. So that is something I look at. Let's see. I personally prefer charging the charms I have with a magma-powered anvil. Lava is a renewable resource and infinite, so I don't need to automate RF production as much. Very accurate. How long have I been watering these plants? Oh, goodness. We've been going on these for a little while here now. And I don't have a good watering can. That's one thing that's taken so long. I'm just trying to build up some wheat so I can get enough nests to start farming these things. Let's see. How many of these can I make? Oh, that's right. That one. How many is that? 6? Excellent. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Gives me nests, and I need one of these. Excellent. All right, so now I have a nest for hatching, and I have a nesting pen for breeding. Any special chickens? Okay. No special chickens? That's okay, though. Took a little while to get chickens, but then we got 4 at once. So I'm not going to complain about that. I'm going to grab this poop. That's cool. So again, poop. Oh, wrong one. No, wrong one. Give me that. This, for breeding purposes. They don't have to actually be facing each other. I just like to do them that way. Let's see. Sky Factory 4 never lags me. It doesn't lag me unless I'm streaming. It's just pulls a lot when I'm streaming. So normally it'd be fine. As I was talking about inventory, now we click on there, you can see it's dropping eggs, feather, and chicken manure. Right? I technically don't need a regular chicken in there. It's just not needed for that. I just wanted to do that so I could show you guys what I was talking about when it came to the pens. Once I start getting some extra, like some special chickens, that's way different. Let's see. When I went to the nether for the first time, I found a fortress and died like 15 times. I got so infuriated, I kept inventory on. Yeah, the nether is a challenge. Let's see. If you hold down left click, it spreads everything evenly over the area you hover over in the crafting table. I'd forgotten that. Sky Factory 4, most of the way you do it, it'll automatically just auto stack, but I forgot that. Huh. Thank you for reminding me. Again, haven't done this in a while. All right, so I've got everything I need for basic chicken love. So we're good there. So let's... Oh, I forgot to put my nest down. Need a nesting area. Boop. Nesting will go there. Once I finally get a cool egg, it's going to go there. So now, I do actually have to farm. I'm going to have to get a hold of at least a little bit of bone meal. I don't want to, though. I have to. The other good thing about all the seeds I'm getting is that's something else I can use for mulching. So I don't have to use... When I run out of saplings, I can use all the seeds instead. You're just tuning in. Today, when I set this up before the stream, I spent several hours just farming saplings and wood, so I didn't have to sit here and torque on trees the whole time. I didn't want everybody to have to watch that, because that can get boring. I know. Oh, good. There's the auto sort. Throw my wheat in there. I've got a little bit of manure. We'll hang on to that. You can make manure blocks, too. Those are cool. Potato seeds, carrot seeds, pumpkin seeds. I don't need any of that. I need bone meal. You can turn your crafting table into a crafting station. Yes, you can. Actually, I usually just make another one, but yes. So I might as well make one of those. I always put that there because when I'm first starting out, it's just one cheap, easy block you can get a hold of. Just one other thing to stand on in the beginning. Get a leg spike. Come on. Go. Oop. Hitting a little bit of lag here. Apologize. Give it a second. Okay. It's decided to think about it for a minute, so we'll wait. Let me see. Starting a world is so heavy and slow. I'm used to having everything fast. That's true. That is true. 3 is... What? Oh, man. The game crashed. Oh, darn. I may have been trying to do something too fast. I apologize about that. Hang on. Give me a minute here. I'll boot it back up again. I apologize that that happened. May take a couple minutes to get it loaded, but we've got some time. How crappy. So why does the game sound so muffled? That might be part of why. I have most of the game volume turned down. I do that I keep the volume pretty low, because it doesn't cross when streaming and such. And then secondly, when I'm doing the tutorials, I don't like all the background noise. So I turn off most of it. Oof is correct. Many oofs. Yes, crafting table on a stick. Yes, those are nice as well. But it's all good. Neon's using one of my favorite emojis. All right, let's get it all loaded back up here again. Probably take 2 or 3 minutes to get it all going. Close, reopen. Yes, I realize it. Don't you love that little pop-up? Your game has crashed. I noticed. I was there for that. We'll leave that going here. So while we're doing that, I'll eat a little snack real quick. All right. All right. Got a message from my wife real quick. One moment. Quick. She doesn't message me an issue, so. All right, let's see here. I post it when the game crashes a lot or when Draven dies. That's true. Oh no, Draven dies often. Starting game. All right, it's loading up. So, if you're just tuning in, I apologize. Sky Factory 3 crashed on us. I'm in the middle of rebooting it up right now. Hopefully, we'll have it up here within the next few minutes. We'll talk about some of the stuff I know I cover it occasionally, but there's always some new people that pop in. So, if you haven't already, that's a cool room. Hey, thank you very much. It's not even really a room. I just built it. I have a huge basement. If you can see that way, there's a little bit of a stone wall over there. It's a huge L-shaped room. But I got tired of there being so much empty space behind me. So I built this temporary wall about a month ago and then just moved some of my junk over here to kind of fill it out a little bit. I'm about to get some better lighting. Lighting is something I know I definitely need better of. And I'm put some lighting in the shelves so the stuff that's on it you can see a little bit easier. I'm trying to work it out. Like I said, my big goal this week was I was actually going to upgrade my webcam this week. Excited about it. I'd found the webcam. I'd narrowed it down to 2 that I wanted. And I can't get one now because nobody has any. So many people are working from home and working remotely now that everybody's out of quality webcams. Amazon didn't have any. Best Buy didn't have any. A few places I did find them, they want way more than what they're worth. And, they're just taking advantage of the situation. But I, sadly, I'm going to have to wait a little bit till they're available. Basement tour. You know what? I did one. On the channel, there's actually a tour of my whole basement area of what it looks like. So the whole basement's pretty much mine. It's like over here I've got can't see it, but the way I'm pointing, there's like couches across from each other with a really big table in the middle that's used for game nights and gaming. Entertainment center. I got shelves all over the place. Just covered with toys and action figures and books and models and figures I've collected over the years. I got movie posters all over the place. The Crow is my favorite movie. Obviously, many people don't realize this. That's the skin that I'm wearing in Minecraft. Okay, that's the Crow, whose name is Eric Draven. Hence the name Onlydraven, or most people just call me Draven. I know that there is a League of Legends thing that's Onlydraven. I've been using Onlydraven for 20 years, long before that game existed. Not that I'm saying I'm cool, but I've never played that game. Most people assume that's where I got it. But yes, I did not take it from that. But the crow is my jam. Yeah, I've got tons of stuff all over the place. So I did do a short tour video just showing off my work area. If things go well and I am able to upgrade my PC within the next month or so, not upgrade, but get a new one, I'll probably do a new video showing it off because I'll have a whole new work area if I can pull that off. Fingers crossed that goes as planned. Kind of up in the air, so we're waiting. But if it does, I'm going to have such a fat rig. I will be playing some seriously cool stuff to share with everybody. Excited about that. But yes, so let's see. If you haven't already and you're new to the channel, thank you very much for stopping by today. I appreciate you. If you're enjoying the stream, please be sure to click like. But most importantly, please remember to hit subscribe. That we can see all my videos, tutorials, and streams as they come out. You can also go to my website, onlydraven.com, where you'll find a link to the Discord, the ODG Discord. Very active, a lot of great people. We'd love to have you join and participate. You'll also find a link to all my social media accounts, so Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that stuff. You'll also find my streaming schedule. I've got that posted there. Links to all my tutorials and such are there as well. And the ODG store, sell some merch on there as well. I'm excited because within the next couple of weeks, I'm actually going to have my first real Minecraft Onlydraven gaming themed merch popping up on there. So I'm pretty excited about that. I have an artist named Shadowcast, SHADOWCAS. Shadowcast.com is her website. She does all my art for the channel. She designed all the logos, all the screen stuff you see that pops up, all the ODG merch, the t-shirts, stickers, all that stuff was designed by her. And so she's working on something much more Minecraft themed that I'm pretty excited about, that hopefully I'll be able to show off here in the near future, which is cool because once I get it in the store, I'll do a giveaway to give away a t-shirt of the new type. So I try to do that anytime a new one pops up. Anytime we get any new merch, I try to at least give one away just to, show it off to everybody. So that's pretty cool. Let's see here. Got a following stream here. Lex says, my skin is a mix of Monster Hunter helmet, suit for 2 Redstone YouTubers. All right. Went to go grab a cookie. Just bought a Switch today. It was hard to buy one since I'm out of stock in most places. Mine was on sale. $100 for the Zelda game. Nice. I do not own any consoles. I haven't had a console since the Xbox 360. And I got that just to play Rock Band because I enjoyed that so much. Played it at a friend's house. I did some other games and stuff as well, but that was primarily why I got it. But it was around that time that I started getting into PC gaming. I started playing World of Warcraft, and then that was just my life for like 4 or 5 years. Let's see. I'll get Minecraft for it too, as you should. Minecraft for everything is awesome. Always wondered who your skin was. Yes, Eric Draven the Crow is my favorite movie. And I'm gonna change some of this stuff out here. That's what I was talking about. I was gonna get some lights for in the shelves so you can see stuff. And I'm always looking to get new ODG stuff. Like here, for an example. Excuse me. A friend of mine made me this a little while back. This is an ODG dice box for Dungeons and Dragons. And I haven't opened it much, so it's where he painted it. It's still a little sticky. But inside is a place to hold your dice and one of the, like your mini for your character and such. So that was very, very awesome. He actually made another ODG box that this came in. So it was an ODG box in an ODG box. That was pretty awesome. I'm actually going to be doing I'm going to do a contest here the beginning of May. We're going to be doing a fan art themed thing. I'd like to get some fan art to post up here. I've had a couple of people ask if they could send stuff. So here within the next couple of weeks, I'm going to have a PO box that I'm going to put up that if anybody did want to send in anything like that, you can, or if you'd rather just email it, I'll print it out myself. But I'd like to do a fan art contest, and fan art can be anything. It could be My Little Dude, could be a Minecraft thing, could be 7 Days to Die. We do the Merge World D&D stuff. We do a lot of stuff on the channel, but it would be kind of cool to do that, and we'll have a prize for that. Maybe gift card of some kind, or a gift card or something from the ODG store. So I'm excited to be able to do that, but it'll be really cool. So if anybody has any type of artistic skill, it doesn't have to be something you draw. You can build something in Minecraft, take a picture of it. I mean, something like that, something that would look kind of cool. I thought it'd be nice to have some. There's a lot of empty spots up here that I could hang up some cool community stuff, and I've got some people who've asked if they could. So If you have an artistic thing, keep an eye out for that. I'll be posting that both on the website and on the Discord as we get near the end of the month, once I get that P.O. box set up. Let me see here. Recently wanted to upgrade my phone and also narrowed it down to 2, and literally nobody has any of them. It costs around 300, and the only ones I could find were like 500. That sucks. What's the glass in the bottom right corner? Oh, that is a thing when someone subscribes or follows or joins a membership, it's supposed to drop a little coin in it. But for some reason, it's not been working the last couple of days. I'm going to have to resync it. Normally, if a little coin or a little ODG symbol would fall in there, and they fill up. It's just a little, people donate or anything like that. It just makes little cool things fill up the jar. But it's come unsynced, so I need to go back in and reset that on. I use Streamlabs OBS, and I need to go back into the website and recalibrate it. Let's see. Yeah, I apologize if you're just tuning in. The game crashed. We're booting it up. It's not far from being done. We got another 2 or 3 minutes, and I will get back into the game. I promise. Well, assuming the game itself, once the menu's done, loads in quickly. Let's see. Mine might take a while. Oh, nice dice box from Lex. Thank you very much. Yeah, a friend of mine, dude, built canoes for him as well. He's amazing. He's also the best World of Warcraft player I knew personally. He was phenomenal. Can also come into the Discord and post fan order, fan works, whenever. That's also as well. If anybody had something they wanted to share, you don't have to wait for a contest. And if you post it ahead of time, it's something you draw or something you put together, you can still enter it in the contest. I don't want you to think that, oh, I'll have to save it. You are definitely welcome to do that. But we've had a couple people ask lately if they could draw the little Minecraft guy and in a Sky Factory thing, whatever. I would love that. And like I said, we'll pick a couple out and I'll print them out and frame them up maybe and stick them on the wall back here for a while. So that would be pretty awesome if anybody has that type of skill and the time that they'd like to do it. And don't mind that I post it on my website, because I will. Let's see. Is it okay if it's a bit late? The art stuff? Yeah, definitely. I mean, you can. I'm gonna run stuff like that regularly. I'd like to run different types of contests and things, and some of that stuff we can also use as ways of maybe on the charity streams and things like that. There's a lot of stuff I'm gonna do moving forward. Things are in a little bit spot financially where I'm able to do a little bit more things than I was before, so I'm excited about that. Let's see. I don't know. I would prefer a box that was opened like a shell so you don't lose any pieces, which is true. Something like that could be hinged. He could have very easily hinged it on one side. Instead, he's got a magnet inside, so it holds it together. That's why it was a little bit hard for me to open it, because I haven't opened it many times. He's something he started making. He has several different designs and asked if I would like one. So I was like, hell yeah, I'll take that. It's pretty boss. I can do art and also send stuff to do with Minecraft. I'd love that. Yeah, if anybody's interested in that, I would love to see it. Again, the Discord is a way to do that. If you want to send the file specifically, on Onlydraven.com, down at the bottom of the homepage, is a place where you can submit email feedback. I'm not sure if you're going to add attachments to that, to be honest with you. Now that I think about it, I've never checked for that. But onlydravengaming@gmail.com. You can always send something there as well. That email is down in the description of all my videos at the very bottom. So if you ever had anything like that you wanted to send in, that's probably one place where I would have people submit them when I do the contest itself. So that would be very, very awesome. Yeah, if you would like to do that, that would be awesome. Why don't you have an on-screen chat? I do apologize off the top of my head. Not sure what you mean. Let me see. On-screen chat. Well, it's loading up here. I apologize. I'm not quite sure what you mean by on-screen chat. Is the chat that you guys involved in not currently... Oh, like in the screen itself? Yeah, I have it separate just so it doesn't go over. Because a lot of times I'm doing tutorial stuff, I don't want it covering up everything within the game itself. Let's see. Infinity Wolf, the chat box here is tied to the video in live time, so rewatching later will still show these comments in chat as they're posted. That's correct. So if you were to go back and watch this later, you'll still see everything that's in chat, but it's not covering up the actual picture itself, which is one thing I like about YouTube streaming just itself. I did stream, I mentioned earlier, on Twitch a little bit years ago, and I have a Twitch channel, though I'm not on it very, very much. YouTube is where my community is. That's where, most people have found me through the tutorials and such. This is where people are subscribed and come back to get help. So it's the easiest way for me to connect with the community and do stuff like this. Play Minecraft, answer questions in real time, have my community jump in and also help answer questions. It's just a great way of staying in touch with people. So I try to do everything within YouTube. Not to say I won't ever stream on Twitch. If I come across some type of game or something that doesn't really fit the channel, or something that might be a little bit more adult themed or violent, I might do a special stream on Twitch just for that. Because I do try to keep YouTube relatively family friendly. PG-13, if you will. I'm going to start making mine during the stream. Well, that's awesome. That is awesome. Thank you very much. Yeah, feel free to post it in the Discord or anything like that. Anything you want to show off. I would love to see it. I've had several people ask. I know that one of the actual members of the membership, their wife is sewing something of D&D themed, the Merge World thing, for my birthday. They showed off just a little bit of how she was starting out with it. So I'm really excited about that. Another reason I wanted to be able to get a P.O. box, which that I will very likely have. Well, I'd like to say I'd like to have it within the next week. I don't know if the post office is letting people come in for that kind of stuff. That's something else I'm going to have to look into. With everything going on in the world right now, I'll be ready to get one. I just got to call in and make sure that they're doing that. Wow, it's been 2 hours. Yeah, I normally stream 2 to 3 hours. Usually is where I try to go. I usually go 8 to 10 on Mondays and Thursdays. For sure, but usually I'll go closer to 11:30 if I have to, if we're really into it and things are going well. If we're doing a special stream on a Sunday, Merge World, I try to keep pretty close to 2 hours, the D&D stream, but that's because I'm also putting it on iTunes, and I host it off my website, and my website can only hold and host to iTunes specific file sizes. So if I was to get 3 hours or more, the file would be too large for me to connect to iTunes. I'd have to pay for a separate service. So I try to keep it to 2 hours on those. And that's another thing. If you are interested in the D&D Merge World story that I do, I know I've talked about it a lot, but maybe you're not into watching the video, you can go to iTunes and you can subscribe and see the podcast there. As well as if you don't have iTunes, you can stream the audio streams directly from Onlydraven.com. So if you want, you can just go there on your phone or whatever, and you can stream them directly from my website. So I am looking to try to get them on things like Spotify and such. I use Squarespace for a website, and they're designed specifically to work well with iTunes, so it's being a bit more difficult to sync it with the format that the other hosting programs do. But that's something I'm working on, something I'm learning about to hopefully get it out very, very soon. Let's see. It's 4 a.m. for me, yay. It is late now, again, as I mentioned. Every other Sunday, I do, for what's me, Eastern Standard Time, a Sunday morning stream for 2 to 3 hours. So I usually start at about 8 or 9 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. This upcoming Sunday will be that. So for those folks who maybe this is a hard time for you to get by, you work nights, or, it's 4 a.m. where you are, come on by the morning stream if that's something that would better match your schedule. We do stuff there, so it's pretty awesome. Yeah, it's just 10 p.m. here now, right at 10:07. I swear the game is almost loading. The fact that I'm streaming as well makes it load a little bit slower. That's why I try to get it all booted up ahead of time. But yeah, I'm Eastern U.S., originally from Canada, live in the South, live in Tennessee currently. I had hoped to actually go to one of the local conventions here in Knoxville this year as a presenter, get a booth, show off some stuff, have some merch, hang out like that. But of course, current events have limited that. So I don't think I'll unfortunately get to be at a convention as an actual presenter until next year, but that is definitely the goal. There is one here in Knoxville called Fanboy Expo. And so Shadowcast and I may go halves on a booth. She has her art stuff and I have the YouTube stuff, so that'd be pretty cool. Am I in CST? No, I'm in EST, Eastern Standard Time. I'm an hour from CST, heading towards Nashville. I'm not too far from it. I forgot about the game. Oh, yeah, the game. Oh, yeah, I know I'm just chatting away. I appreciate everybody hanging out with me while I'm still booting it up. It's just looking at this ugly mug right now, and I'm in quarantine face. The beard's getting shaggy. I haven't shaved in a few weeks, and I got the hair pulled back, but I didn't dull it up. I didn't pretty myself. I didn't expect as many of you guys to come by. I appreciate that you have. I'll try to be prettier next time. Let's see. I think I all forgot about the game. I was trying to keep it engaged. I promise I'm gonna get us into the game as quickly as I can. Was just in Knoxville earlier this year. Excellent. I live in a small town just 10-15 minutes out of Knoxville called Oak Ridge, which many of you may have heard of at some point, like a nuclear thingamabobber here, and that's where the bomb and such was made. I've passed Knoxville on a trip to Georgia. All right, very cool. I was actually hoping to go to Georgia in May because I was going to go to MomoCon because 3 of the Achievement Hunter guys are going to be there, Jeff, Ryan, and Jeremy, and I'm hardcore wanted to meet them. And we'd even talked about doing a bit of a channel meetup with some of the folks who lived in that area there. Unfortunately, again, current events threw all that off. So, maybe next year. That convention's been completely postponed at this point, and it doesn't look like they're going to redo it this year. So it'll probably be next year before we get to that. But, if it does, definitely want to meet them. I've got to meet all 4 of the primary Ruby cast members from Rooster Teeth a little over a year ago in Lexington at a convention. So I met Barbara, Kara, Lindsay, and Aaron, and Michael Jones from Achievement Hunter was there as well. So I got to meet him as well. In fact, just to my right here, you can't see it, I've got an autographed poster of all the Ruby girls, and I've got a photo of myself with Michael and Lindsay from Achievement Hunter. I have a tour video up on the channel. It's like 5 or 6 minutes long, just showing what my whole area down here looks like. I'm pretty proud of it. It's my man cave, if you will. So I do recommend checking it out. Let's see. Where are we at? Do a makeup tutorial. Listen, I haven't worn makeup in years. I'll preface that by saying there was a time in my life when I was younger where my hair was very, very black, and most of the makeup I wore was very along the same lines. I worked in a haunted house for 6 years. Worked professionally there for 2 years and worked there seasonally for another 4. So I was a monster professionally. That's what I do. It was fun filling out my tax return. But back then I used to have acrylic nails that were 1.5 inches long, filed to points. Just 'cause I got tired of the fake ones, the little pop-on ones. I'd lose them in the haunted house all the time, so I just had them filed. And so that was kind of my life. I was in the whole gothic stuff. So yeah, I nail polish, lipstick, all that kind of stuff. I was in a phase for that. Let's see. Do I play Bedrock or Java? I believe it's Bedrock. I'm thinking it's Bedrock. For some reason, I'm drawing a blank. I use the Twitch launcher. I want to say it's Bedrock. I apologize if I'm wrong. I use the Twitch launcher. I go through that. Let me see here. Oh, Seth has just joined the Discord. Excellent. Thank you, Seth. Look forward to chatting with you there. But yeah, makeup. Man, I don't care to do it. I do my wife's nails for her sometimes. My wife has she has seizures and such. So sometimes after she has a seizure, handshake a bit. So I don't care to do her nails for her. I'm pretty good at it. I'll just be honest with you. I've got a lot of experience with that. But that's something I could go goth for charity. I have not done that in a long time. I used to do it especially when I go to concerts and such, see bands and stuff, black out your fingernails, put the lipstick on, all that kind of things. It's Java. Okay, I'm Java. I was way off. And welcome, Gus. Need Java to run mods. Oh, well, that makes sense then. Yes, professional monster. Primarily a clown. Had a red costume, bright colored stars on it, pom-poms, and this big latex mask of an evil grinning clown. I carried a hatchet. Part of the haunted house I worked in had a room, it looked like a circus room, so that was my room. And there was a door. When you went in, there was like a little wooden fence, and there was something in there, but you couldn't see what it was. So you lean over the fence, and part of that wall was a door that opened up. I'd be hidden in the back, and I would hurl the door open, and people would jump back. But I'd hold it open, and then I'd slowly go back again, and the door would close. And I'd pop it open, and then I'd slowly go back. And immediately, because I would wear latex gloves, my hands under the black legs look plastic. So people are like, oh, it's an automatron, it's something automated. And they get up and they're looking real, they're trying, because it's dark in there. And they're leaning over the fence trying to see what it is that's popping out. And then the third time, instead of just popping out, I just come running straight through the door, swinging the hatchet. People start falling down. And I have to walk around to get out, which is on purpose, gives them time to run. And I just start chasing them through the rest of the haunted house. It was a great time. People, I actually worked at Taco Bell. And my manager's husband ran a haunted house. It's called the Mysterious Mansion of Gatlinburg. Great haunted house. It's still a blast. And I started hanging out with him at a company picnic, and we started playing Dungeons and Dragons together. And he's like, "You should quit my wife's job, and you're working for my wife, and come work for me instead. I'll pay you money to put a mask on and chase women around in the dark." And I'm like, "I do that for free on weekends now." I'm just kidding. So I was like, "Yeah." So I went and did haunted housing for years. Let's see. Monster Taco Manager. I've worked for 13 pizza places. There's another one for you. That's Pocket Edition, Past Experience 2.0, Clown Camera. I was working on a haunted house in high school, and I accidentally punched a guy in the face through a trash bag. I have never hit one in a haunted house. I've been assaulted twice in a haunted house. Twice I had to go to court because I got assaulted. And each time I jumped out and scared somebody, and instinctually they hit me. You know, it was, the first dude was actually, he was a football player for Alabama or something. And I popped the same situation. They were leaning over the fence. I came running out. His first instinct was to haul out, and it hit me so hard that it actually knocked me out for a second. I woke up on the ground against the wall with my mask sideways, and my teeth had cut into my chin or into my cheek. And I was mad that he hit me. I was mad. So I reached in behind the door, and I had this copper pipe with duct tape wrapped around the bottom. And I went running after him, tried to find him, but they cut out an emergency exit. Long story. Haunted house. I have a lot of great haunted house stories, and some of them are even tame enough that I could share them here. Punch the guy. Gus Card, Bedrock has been moved for Windows for 10 as well. Oh, nice. Okay. The game is loading now. It's loading terrain. So hopefully we'll be back in it here in just a moment. I appreciate everybody hanging out with me here. I know it's been 15, 20 minutes while we're waiting for all this to load up, but it's been fun just chatting with everybody. Past Experience 3.0, Clown, Taco Manager, Pizza Expert. I have worn many hats. I've worked for 13 pizza places. Several as a delivery driver, several working in managed. My very first job when I was 15, let me rephrase. My first official job at 15 was at a Pizza Hut. Before that, I'd had paper routes. I was a worm farmer for a couple of years when I was younger. I'd worked in tobacco fields because that was what all the kids did where I grew up. So I did all that kind of stuff. But my first real regular 9-to-5 thing was a Pizza Hut. And then we moved to the United States. And so I just went to another pizza place. And once you learn to make a pizza at one place, any other pizza place will hire you. So every time something happened in my life, I needed some extra cash or I lost a job, whatever, I'd just go find a pizza place and work there for a while. But I've worked in factories, I've been a forklift driver. I've moved things like explosives and such. Worked for a factory for a while as a trainer. And then they sent me to China for a little while. I was over there for several months helping set up a factory. Got a lot of weird, interesting stories in my past that I can share with folks over time. If you ever want to hear any of that stuff, you'll let me know. Yes, I've worn many a hat in my day. Promise the game is seriously thinking of loading. I've been saying loading terrain for the last minute and a half, so hopefully we'll have that here very, very soon. I'll run a little bit later tonight. Once the game's up, I'll still run for a little while. I normally call it around 10:30. I'll run right to 11, so I got another 45 minutes before I really got to call it. Sadly, I have to work tomorrow. But, got to pay the bills. But luckily, from right now, I get to work remotely from home. So I work at a call center currently. So I spend 10 hours sitting right here with this computer. Moved explosives. Okay, so I will answer that. Yes, I worked for a company that was a manufacturing factory that made airbag inflators. So the thing in your car that makes your airbag pop out in an accident. Inside of an airbag are small little bits of explosives called energetics, and when triggered in 0.5 milliseconds will burn at about 4,000, and it just heats up a gas inside, causes it to pop out, fills your tank. So I was a licensed forklift driver. I was also, as a trainer, I was also OSHA certified to teach other people to drive. But because those explosives have to be loaded on and off trucks, you had to have a federal license to be able to move them with a forklift. So I had to get a federal license for that. So my company put that together. So, I moved explosives in that regard as part of the factory job. And I said, that's where I was a trainer, and that's where they sent me to China, which was a great experience. I would go for a month, come back for a week, go for a month, come back for a week. I did that 3 trips. I really do need an upgrade. Yes, I really do need an upgrade. I kid you not. Past Experience 4.0, Clown, Taco Manager, Pizza Expert, Worm, Explosive Mover, Drug Person. I don't remember mentioning Drug Person. I can't say that one's accurate. I'm thinking back. I don't remember mentioning person at all. So we'll have to see. We may get lagged for just a moment. Okay. Yes, I need an upgrade. I'm working on it. Yeah, funds being the hard part. Money being a challenge, especially with everything going on right now. My wife and my mother-in-law, who both, of course, live with me, they've been out of work for a month now because of everything going on. You know, they work in retail, so no idea when they're going to be back working again. All right, so the game is loading up. After this quarantine, I'm either going to go work at a library or a vet. I adopted 3 cats last week. Tobacco farmer. Oh, there you go. Yes, tobacco fields, loading and unloading, yes. So everything should be loading up here momentarily. If I had the money, I would give you money as a donation for your upgrade. Well, I appreciate that. Trust me, if I had money, I'd also give me money as a donation. But hey, there we go. And now I'm back from outer space. Okay. It's so hard not to sing. Don't get me wrong, I'm horrible at it, but I'm always making song references or thinking of song references by the stupid things that I say on stream, and then I feel like jumping into the song, and I'm like, nope, can't do that. Someone will take my video down. All right, let's get some more of this. What were we doing? Man, after all that, I forget what we were working on. I know we were working on all them chickens. I think we were working on bone meal. That's what it was. Show me the cat. They're all upstairs right now. We got 3 cats. When my wife and I met, I had a cat and she had 2. They were all very older cats. And over the last 3 years, unfortunately, they've passed away from older age. One was 17, one was 18, and one was 19. So, you know, they lived very long lives, but they had passed away. Any special chickens yet? No, you special chickens are starting to get annoying. Why not spawning? Okay. So, but we always wanted more cats, but we didn't want to bring any more cats into a home that already had senior cats, you know? It's just not fair to bring a kitten into an older cat's house. So when our last cat passed away in January, we said we were going to get some more. So we went to adopt 2, my wife and my mother-in-law. We went to this lady's house. She fosters cats, and she had like 25 cats in that house. She'd open a door and just 6 or 7 cats would come running down. Then 6 more. And she wanted you to meet them all and see which ones meshed well with your personality. And my wife and mother-in-law each picked one out, and the cats were all climbing over me, as normally is the case. Anytime there's animals around, for some reason they just like to climb over me, probably because I'm so fluffy. But there was one in particular that just kept coming over and climbing on me and cuddling and stuff. And the lady made a joke. There's 3 of you. You should get 3. And I said, okay, I'll take this one. And my wife and I were like, excuse me? I'm like, yeah, I like this one too much. I'm taking her home. So we have a black male cat named Midnight. We kept the names they had because we liked them. And we have a, what's it called? It's like a black and orange. I can't remember the name of it, but it's a mixture cat. A small female named Patches. And then I got an orange one, which is like orange, but dusty orange. And that's my kitty, and her name is Buffy. And we love the kitties. There are pictures on Draven's social media accounts. I have posted some. I actually just started an Instagram for them yesterday. But yes, I know I have a picture of Buffy on my Instagram, and I'll put some more up of the next couple here, or the other ones here, in the next day or so if I don't already. Let's see. I will now commence to cyberstalk Draven for his cats. Yes, we also have my very bestest friend, a chinchilla. And his name is Wolfie. His name is Wolfgang, but I call him the Fluffy Chubby Butt. And I love him dearly, and he's my very bestest friend. But he is the bomb. Totally love. What's that? Melon seeds. Okay, don't need those yet. Potato, carrot, pumpkin. Don't need any of that. Stone. Okay. So yes, we have a chinchilla as well. He also has his own Instagram page, and that little turd has way more followers than I do. I'm going to tell you. Just the way it works. Where's my hammer at? Please, hammer. Don't hurt him. All right, so I need dust to potentially get bone meal. All right, let's get to going. Boop. Gravel. 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 Sand. 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 And sand. Sand. Boop. There's dust. All right, let's see if we can get any bone meal. It is not letting me bone meal the dust. Why not? Why not? Won't let me do that. Let me see here. Let's see here. You breed special chickens together. You can make special chicken eggs. If others, yes. Okay. I want to say thanks for the quantity and quality of the tutorials you've been making for it. Thank you very much, Gear Penguin. I appreciate that. I'm sorry I'd missed that there a moment. Then Gaming says you breed special chickens together. Yes, I'm all about the chickens, and that is why I love that. Feathered chicken is an egg surrounded by feathers on the side. Yes, you can make some of those, especially some of them will spawn just by themselves. Right now, I want to get some bone meal so that I can get some flowers, so I can start with the colored ones. I get some red and yellow flowers, wrap those around an egg, get started, because you need all the colors to make some of the more advanced chickens at one point or another. So I want to get all the colored chickens and keep breeding them until they're 10-10-10 for their stats. That way, if you are breeding two chickens together that are 10-10-10, then every egg they make is 10-10-10. So say I have a lapis and a whatever makes diamond. I put those two together and they're already 10s. Then my diamond chicken is already a 10 and I don't have to breed them any further. So that is something that I work on a lot. Need a different mesh. All right, well, let's take a look at that. I could have sworn it said it, this one. Bone meal. From this heavy sieve string mesh. So it's saying a string mesh on a heavy sieve. Wait a minute. Heavy oak sieve. Yeah, it's a heavy sieve. All right, let's try this. Maybe it had to be compressed. Let's try that. Yes, it had to be compressed. That's what it was. I didn't. Oh, I got two. Sweet. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. Excuse me. Let me see. You need. I think also for a heavy sieve you need compressed blocks. Yeah, that was the. That's where I'd messed up. Was the compressed. Okay, so I'm going to need to start putting these because that's iron ore nuggets, and that's delicious. Real quick, I'm just going to check and see if we got any new chickens. I know it seems silly to keep checking, but it's. If I can get just one of the rare ones to spawn, it's going to make life way easier. Plus the manure will help with the wheat that I'm going to need. So nothing yet. Nothing yet. Okay. All right. Nothing yet. All right. That'll work. So we need more bone meal. So I could probably, I'm going to need way more bone meal for what I'm thinking I'm going to need. So I'm going to need dirt. Thank you, Trevor Newquist, for the follow. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Now, while I'm working on dirt here, I guess I'm going to throw out my commercial for the day, because that's how I roll. Some of you may have noticed that some of the folks in chat have different colored fonts to their names. Some of them are green, some of them are blue. Some of these folks also have cool looking 20-sided Dungeons and Dragons dice next to their name. These are people who are part of the ODG membership. So these are folks who are currently a part of that, which gives them multiple perks, including those things I just mentioned. Neon being my head moderator. You can see he's blue color moderator, and the little dice next to him has a number in it and changes color based on the amount of months that he has been a member. If you're interested in membership or what that all entails, if you click the join button anywhere on my YouTube channel, you will see all the stuff that comes with a monthly membership. It works a lot like a Twitch membership. Now I've set mine a little bit lower costing than what the Twitch stuff is, and I always like to stress that any new perk that I come up with will always be added to that tier. I have absolutely no intention of adding additional, more expensive tiers to unlock stuff. Just being a member gets you everything I thought of to put a perk and anything I ever think of, including discounts at the ODG store, the font stuff we just talked about, special emojis that are just for the channel, things like that, as well as unlimited access to our Sky Factory 4 server, more likely to get into things like our Let's Plays, stuff like that. Let's see here. Different mesh, heavy sieve, try making bones instead. I need to look at bones, that is true. I'm going to head out for the night. See you around. All right, Neon. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you hanging out. Have you a good day, sir. Austin Rocks 905. Hey, Draven. Hey, Austin Rocks 905. Thanks for joining the chat today. Thanks for coming by. Gus is also my other moderator. Hey, I was wondering if you disappeared, Gus. I saw you there a minute ago and then you disappeared. So yes, Gus is my other moderator. So they take care of things both here and on my Discord channel. So Neon and Gus handle all that stuff, and they're incredibly knowledgeable and answer a lot of the questions if I'm not able to get to them. So if you have questions in our Discord, man, throw them in there. A lot of times they'll get to me even before I can. So we try to help out anybody who needs it. Almost started to chunk my apples there. What else? Saturday I can't join tonight, but I plan tomorrow. Well, that's fine. I appreciate you don't have to join a membership. Again, it's something that's all the content that I make is always going to be coming up on my channels for free. I have zero intention of putting anything behind a paywall because I don't like that. So all my content is always going to be up there for folks who want to participate in it. Rid of the here. All right, I need to get more stone so I can get more dust so I can get more bone meal. But yeah, it's something I like to mention. It's there for folks who are interested and like to have a little bit more access to stuff. You definitely can. Now, when we do things like the Jackbox nights, where we play with the community, everybody comes in and plays Jackbox together. Members do get a 30-second head start each game to get into the game. It's one of the first perks I put in there, probably one of the most commonly used ones. Because I like to do Jackbox every few weeks. I think it's fun to be able to get the community in and everybody play. And we reset the room after every game, so that way everybody has a chance. If you're not sure what Jackbox is, the upside is you don't have to own the game to play. If I host it, you just get to play too. Okay, I've got way too much stuff in here. Let's clean up that out, clean up that out. Get rid of the string. I need the stones. Get rid of the eggs. Get rid of that. Get rid of the seeds. Some more stuff over here. Some more carrot seeds. Okay. And we said bone. How do we make a bone? Bone. Loot drop. Yeah, I didn't think so. Yeah, essence. I'm going to be a while before I get to that. Okay, so bone meal is still the way to go. And I need to make stone. That's what I was doing. Oh, that was a stupid way of doing it. Let me do this. Give me that. Better. Time to get breaking. Right? Bust that up. Ba-bam. All right. So yeah. Man, I have to say, this has been one of our more active streams in a little while, so I do appreciate all of you folks coming by and hanging out with us. It has been a really fun stream. Even the time when you guys had to sit here and look at my ugly face because the game wasn't working. It's been fun chatting about stuff, and I have so many wonderful stories to share. And that sounds silly, but I genuinely do, especially when it comes to things like my work history and stuff. I've got a lot of great stories from China. A lot of great stories from China that I've been saving for special streams, so I'm excited to be able to do that. All right, we'll throw that in there. Ooh, got a little copper as well. Didn't get any bone meal out of that one, though. That bites. Okay, I do have a little bit more stone there. I thought I had a little bit. All right, well, let's get back to dirting. Dirt. Now, what I'm you're not going to be nice. Oh, I'm just being silly. No, I'm fine. Actually, I normally call myself delicious, but you know, I'm not. No, now one thing I will probably do before the next Sky Factory 3 stream, I'm not going to breed the chickens and stuff. I'm going to wait till everybody can be here to see that kind of stuff. But I will do stuff like farm a bunch of dirt, you know, things like the monotonous stuff, sieve a bunch of materials, have some chests set up of just a bunch of the basic material that we're going to need. So that way everybody doesn't have to watch this part here. I'll build up a bunch of the wheat that we're going to need for all the different chicken coops. I'll finish the chicken area, finish filling it up with dirt, and probably, like I said, farm a bunch of the wheat. I can do a lot of that just monotonous stuff off camera, so that way we can get to the actual building and the cool chicken stuff and everything while everybody's watching, because that's the fun stuff. Let's see here. Let's have a poll. 1 for stories about the explosives, 2 for stories about farming tobacco. Farming tobacco? Probably not the most exciting stories I got. Although worm farming, I have way more interesting stories about worm farming. You don't know what worm farming is. It's not really farming per se, but I sold worms to people who went fishing. I lived in a very small farming community in Canada. That's where I grew up. A town called Princeton in Ontario. So I went to school, and there's a lot. Fishing was big where I grew up. A lot of people enjoyed fishing. I fished. It wasn't a big deal for me, but, you know, it's fine. But people were always looking for worms. So a friend of mine got me into worm farming. He's an older guy that I knew. My mom was actually a son of my mom's best friend. And I went to his house, and he showed me how to do it. And basically, you just water the yard. I will do an explosive story here in a little bit too, because I've got a good one for that. I'll do both. I'll give you both today. That's how nice I am. But worm farming is you just sprinkle the water. Just spray your grass, because worms breathe through their skin. That's why they always come up when it rains. You see them on the sidewalks, because if they don't, they'll drown. So if you water your yard, you keep your grass cut pretty low, worms will just come up and hang out You're chilling there on the grass. And you're hunched over and you're walking with a flashlight and you're going very slowly back and forth with the flashlight because you don't want to shine the light right on them because they will dart. Worms are fast and they will just right into the ground again. But if you're going slow, you see them at the edge of the light. Then you got to be quick. You reach out and you grab them. You can't pull real hard because the worm will break. You pull real slow, get the worm. You're carrying a little bucket in your hand, drop it in the bucket with some peat moss in it. And I would just do that for 2 hours at night. I had a refrigerator, big cooler in it full of peat moss. I should be doing stuff while I'm talking. And if you do that, you will get big worms. And it works down here, huge worms. The deep dwellers will come up in those situations. They come out in the dark when it's cooler. And they are gross and they're very slimy. Let's see here. Blue Boy says, you're the chillest gamer ever. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. But yeah, so now worms, for those of you on the younger side, to make more worms, baby making worms, they basically just lie next to each other. And then there's just this goop of mucus slime between the two of them where things are passed back. I'm not going any more detail than that. But, it's that. And sometimes you grab a hold of worms in that regard and your hand's just covered in worm slime. And that is not tasty. But, all the price of the game. I sold them at $1 a dozen. I was a young guy at the time. I was 12 or 13. And even if I was going away for the weekend, I would get a whole bunch of them, I'd buy little styrofoam cups with lids. I'd have them in the fridge ready to go. People come by. If I wasn't home, my parents could just go down and grab them. They bought me a little fridge that I could put in the basement, and I paid them back out of it. But I made a couple $100 a month selling worms, $1 a dozen. Midnight worm farming with the boys. That's how it was. I feel like I should be talking way more redneck. They're down here in the barn. With the... Yeah, worm farming. That was my jam. That for a while. Like I said, I had paper routes as a kid, did all that. But for explosives, we'll talk about that. So the explosives themselves, I don't have a whole lot of story of that, but we have, at the factory I worked at, there was a shed outside of the factory about 100 feet off. It was important that it was out there because that was called the boom box. Why did you taste the worms? I didn't taste the worms. I don't remember tasting the worm slime. I'm not going to say I didn't. If I did, I didn't do it on purpose. Oh, snap. My hammer broke. I'm going to make another hammer. And again, I'm going to name him MC. I'm just going to make a wood one for now. Should work. But the boombox is where we got rid of airbag inflators. That's where, number one, where we tested them, right? Because out of every group of airbag inflators you make, you have to test them to make sure that they pop, because if they're not made right, then they don't pop out with enough force. Your airbag doesn't open up. It's not going to save your life. Or you have the flip side, where it's made incorrectly, and instead of an airbag inflator, you've made a pipe bomb. Ooh, hope I don't get demonetized for saying that word. I'm not saying how to make those, for the record, but it becomes very unsafe. So the test ones, it's a big cast iron looking building. You put these little electrical leads on the end. You close the door. You pull these buttons. You're wearing big headphones, and they just pop and they blow. And you tested them like that. Oh, it tasted bad? Well, I can tell you that the aroma of it. You know something smells bad enough that you can taste it. That's probably what I should have been more specific on. I didn't like tasty, but it was the kind of thing where you pick it up and your hands get that smell where you can taste it like it's fuming. Ugh, gross. So I apologize. If I did taste it, I don't remember doing it on purpose. I'll tell you that. Let me do a little bit more of this. But the boombox was there. Now at the time, I was working in the energetics room, which is a room just inside the building. So the closest room to where the boombox is. And the energetics room is where it's kept cold and dehumidified so that the explosives, there's things that, and there's no friction, things that keep them from blowing up, because you gotta be safe with them. And my job was the airbag would be it's a metal tube. Now the other end is the explosives, and I put these things in a machine. The machine spun them real fast the opposite direction, then crammed them together. And it's called friction welding. It causes it to melt the metal where they touch, and they become a solid piece. So occasionally they blow up in there, but they're in a machine where you don't get hurt. But I'm working in there one day. No, Nikolai, I will not be doing that tutorial. I would like to keep the channel. But I was in there one day working. And there's a couple other people working in there as well with doing other processes around that step of the process. And suddenly I just felt woozy, like a vertigo, like I almost passed out. And I was like, whoa, I just got dizzy for a second. That's really weird. I've never had that happen. And I was like, we have a guy on the team who's the floater who'll come and run your machine if you need a bathroom break or something, because it's a factory. The lines are staying consistent. You want to keep it running. And he comes over, and as he comes over, the young lady who worked machine over behind me comes over and she goes, I was just about to call you, man. I about passed out. And I'm like, that's why I called him. I about passed out. And at that point, of course, immediately we had to pull a little switch that shuts everything down, because the fear was that there was some type of gas or something in the room that was making us lightheaded, because these things are filled with gases. So you have to be careful with stuff like that. So we had to leave the room. They had to come in and test it. And that wasn't the case. But while we were sitting there waiting on that, this guy I've never seen before comes walking in the room, and guy's shaking. Like, you could tell the guy's stressed. And we're like, hey, we don't know you. It turns out he was an engineer. I worked third shift at the time. He was a day shift engineer that none of us had ever met. The supervisor knew him, came over and found out what was going on. Well, he was working late on a new type of airbag inflator, and he was working on a new compound of the explosive. And he was testing it. And he had put one in the boombox, and it was the first time they'd tried to pop this explosive in this quantity. And it blew up the box. The cast iron door went flying off and dented the brick wall across him. It was so loud and him that he did pass out. He fell and he rolled underneath the table because he didn't know what was going on. He'd never had anything like that happen. We felt the shock wave all the way in the building where we were. We didn't hear the boom because we're wearing ear protection and stuff because the machines are loud. But we felt the shock waves of the explosion. It's the only time I'd ever had that happen. And that dude was shooken up. By far, shaken up. Bad grammar. I apologize. Shaken up. But yeah, that was probably the only real explosive themed thing that I thought of. I have some other stories that are grosser that I'll save for another time. But I've got all sorts of stories. I got cool stories from China, because China was a very interesting experience, especially considering I was the fattest guy I saw in China the whole time I was there. So for the people in the country, I was a spectacle. Hey, we got a cow. Let's go kill it. Oh, we got a rooster too. Hey, maybe we got a special chicken. Get out of the way. I need a special chicken. Let's see. Cow. Give me your delicious beefs. Cow tipper. Okay. Is that a special chicken? Oh, that's just a white chicken in the shade. Dang it. Oh, there was 2 cows there. I didn't see that. The roosters are about useless, I'll be honest with you. They don't do much for you. Who just hit me? The rooster. Don't you. I forgot that they will attack you if you hit them. Okay. I do not need the rooster. I was hoping for a special chicken and was sadly let down. But yes. You, get away from the door. Get away from the door. Thank you. It was stressing. I still haven't got a special chicken. Grab some of this wheat that's already grown up here. Keep growing. Get all those chickens. So yeah, I have some interesting stuff. Yes, make remember the cows. Remember those who gave their life. Yeah, so yeah, I think I'll very likely start putting out some new Sky Factory 3 tutorials. Still going to be doing Sky Factory 4. Like I mentioned, I'm not going to be cutting back on those. I've already got 2 planned for this upcoming week. I've got 1 built. I haven't filmed it yet, but I've got it built. And then the second one I've got to put together. And then really the time in editing is more than anything else. Let's see. I thought you were talking about what the people in China were saying when you said, oh, there's a cow. Let's kill. No, not no. That'd have been funny. Put my manure in there. We'll save that. Save my wheat. Hey! Our first piece of Inferium. That's pretty. That's very pretty. I will say that. I will definitely get that farming as soon as possible as well. Start building up on that stuff. Because again, the goal is to get some Supremium armor. So that way I can fly. Well, creative flight. Boop. Rabble. Oh. Corner of my eye, I thought I saw Kitty there for a minute. I thought somebody was going to be making a cameo appearance in the stream today. But whoever it was bumbled off. They're still a little skittish. They've only been living with us now for about a week and a half, I want to think. And 2 of them are very, very cuddly with me. The other one is really cuddly with my wife, but kind of stays away from me. So I'm not quite sure Still working on getting her around. Let's see here. Infinity Wolf is back. Hello, Infinity. Skolich. Hey, it's good to see some classic Sky Factory 3. If you're looking for more mod packs to play, Sky Odyssey is a lot of fun. I have heard that, though I've not played it myself. We get through this. We may jump over and do some of that too here in the near future. Why not? But hey, thanks for swinging by the stream. How much Inferium do you need for a seed? I believe it is 8 surrounding a seed, if I'm correct. It's 1 seed surrounded in 8. Let me check here. Inferium seed. Tier 1 crafting. Inferium seed, that's tier 2, tier 1. Yeah, it's 8 surrounded. Although, I'm going to say in Sky Factory 3, it is infinitely easier to get a hold of Inferium stuff. Once I get a basic mob farm up and going, I'll be rolling in that. Plus, just killing the animals, I'll get a ton of it as well. It is super easy to get a hold of it in this one. All right, so let's get over here. Dust. Dust in the wind. Ooh, we're going to be able to make a few of these. I just got off base. What? There we go. Excellent. Excellent. 4. Give me the bone meals that I need, please. Oh, yeah. 2. 3. I'm hoping. Ooh, we're getting some. I have to get a smeltery going here soon as well. Just when we start making some of this material. 7. That hurts so bad. That hurts me so bad because I think bone white chicken egg. I need 1 more to make a bone chicken. Raven's work is never done. Oh, let me put these in there. All right, so we need 1 more. We can get 1 more, then we can make a bone. And I think that's a good place. We'll probably call that for the day. If we can get our chicken, we'll be pretty good. Go ahead and sieve this. Hold down left. I keep forgetting that. Thank you again, Nickling. Come on. Oh, 1 more. Yeah. I'll want to get some generators going, get some auto sieves up and running. We will definitely work on all of that business. I can't do it for this one because I don't need it all the way across. But all right, let's go. You don't have to do them in a blank. You can do them up like that too if you want. Just fine. I don't recommend doing it that way normally because if you're doing gravel or sand and you put some on top, sometimes instead of the hammer vein mining all of it, it'll just vein mine the bottom first and then the second row has to fall back down. And then you've got to, pick it all up again anyways. So I try to keep them on 1 level if I can. All right, there's some dust. I'm only going to get 1 out of it. Hopefully that gives us the bone we need. Come on, 1 bone meal. Oop. We did not get it. Sad days for Draven. All right, let's get that. You cannot make a bone. A bone, you either need bone essence, a bag, or bone chicken specifically. There isn't a way of just making a bone that I know of in Sky Factory 3. Sadly. All right. Still working. I've not yet given up. And we just need 1 more bone meal. Let's see. You can only hover over the 4 and do it like you are doing the holding down right click. And Zach says, hi, just joined and would like to know why you chose Sky Factory 3 over 4. Well, I'll be honest with you. I've been streaming Sky Factory 4. I did a full playthrough on that, and I've been doing tutorials on it for about a year now. So for just fun, I thought I'd jump back in and do some Sky Factory 3 because I've got a lot of questions about that. With Sky Factory 4 being out for just about a year at this point. We're getting close to a year for Sky Factory 4. I know that a lot of people are getting to the point that they've done pretty much everything they want to do in 4. So I'm just looking to make sure I didn't get a bone chicken while I was gone. I'll be mad if I make one and then there was one here. So I thought it'd be fun to jump back and do some Sky Factory 3. I'm experiencing some PC issues where some of the other mods that I'd like to play, unfortunately my PC, I can play them fine, but I'm not quite able to stream them and play them at the same time. So here in the very near future, I'm either going to be upgrading my rig or getting a very, very new one. I'm just waiting to see how a couple things pan out. But That being said, here in the very near future, if I can get the new rig going or even upgrade this one, I'll be able to play some of the other mods and I'll jump into some more graphical extensive things. But that's why I'm doing 3 here today. I just thought it'd be fun to jump back into 3. Plus, a lot of people are going back to 3 from 4 just because they've been playing 4 so much. I've been getting a lot of questions on some of my older Sky Factory 3 tutorials to do some tutorials on that stuff. So I thought I would do that. Let's see. I missed a couple here. Do I need to give you a basic Minecraft? What's a cyclic building scepter? I found it in a nether chest. A building scepter? It's a complicated building gadget. I prefer building gadget by far, but the scepter can do some different stuff as well. 99% sure I have a tutorial for the building scepter as well. You can make some weird cool shapes with it. You can make stairs, which I think was, if I remember, if it's the one I'm thinking of, you can get it to auto build stairs. So it's a great way to build lower above where you are without having to nerd pull it up or down. If you'll shift while pressing the add to crafting button in JI, it will spread it evenly. Dust does not work in a normal sieve, or do you get more in a heavy sieve? The heavy sieve itself, the way that sieving works, you have a higher percentage chance of getting certain things. So I want bone meal. So here's all the ways you can make it. It's the same as the JEI before, but on a heavy sieve, I have a 20% chance of getting a drop if I'm using a string mesh and a compressed dust. So sometimes it'll give you, like here, I can go to a heavy sieve and I would have a 23% chance if I was using a flint mesh and compressed dust. I don't have flint yet, so I'm just using string. So it'll tell you where the percentages are of what you'll get when you're working with that. So that's why I'm doing it in the heavy sieve, because you don't have a chance of really getting it if you're using the normal sieve. Different things drop depending on how you're sieving them. I guess probably the honest answer to that question. Let's see. Cool, thanks for answering. Oh, okay, you're welcome. I'm going to make a video of Minecraft tricks to show you. Well, I appreciate that. I could use some tutorials. What mod packs do you suggest for someone just starting out with mods? I started with Sky Factory. That's what my first thing was, and I love it. Sky Factory 3 specifically, of course, is where I started out. It's a good one because there's a lot of stuff in it from a lot of other mod packs that you'll come across. If you're looking for something that has a lot of the extensive stuff, but maybe you don't want the Skyblock theme, you want regular mining and stuff, Galacticraft is a good one. Because again, you get a lot of the same mod type stuff. You get to go to the moon and different planets, and that can be a lot of fun. But at the same time, you have your traditional mining because you have a regular world that you're starting on. So for those folks, Galacticraft is a fun one to mess with as well. Let me see here. Hey, it's 5 a.m. So bye. Goodbye, sir. We are going to be probably heading off here in a few minutes myself. I just really want to get the bone chicken. That's today's quest. I just want to get boning. Giggity. All right, let's see. I'm gonna need another hammer. Oops, too many. That. Need my torches. That. Gimme. We can just get one more. We will have a bone chicken. That will be groovy. All right, 17. All right, so there's. Okay, so I'm putting it in here. I'm left clicking. Nothing is happening. I'm holding shift left clicking. Nothing is happening. Holding right clicking. Still not happening. I'm not sure what you mean by the left clicking. So I'm going to give it a try here. So if I go here and I go left, holding down left clicking, it's doing that. There we go. That's what we're looking for. Thank you. Give me what I need, babies. 8. Yes. Excellent. Bone chicken incoming. Bone chicken incoming. Give me an egg. Sweet. All right, so there we go. Bone white chicken. Very delicious. Oh, I gotta be careful. Now we're in the most dangerous part of the game. If you are not careful, you will throw your chicken egg and you will lose it. And then I'll be angry. You have to make sure you're pointing at your hatchery. That's this here. And you right click. Boop. And here you have a chicken. Now you see it says hatching 0%. It's going to take 100%. I'm not going to wait for it to 100% because it's slow. But if you are playing this and you didn't know this, you can sit on the egg. If you hold shift, it will increase the speed. Not by a whole lot, but it will make it go a little bit faster. But yes, I'm very, very cautious. Look at that googly-eyed chicken. All right, so you know what's going to happen. I'm going to come back to see that thing ready to go at 100%, and there's going to be a bone chicken just running around looking at me. But that's okay. So now, once he's done, I'm going to throw him in one of these bad boys so he can start making me bone meal, which I will then turn into flowers so I can start making the colored chicken. So that's kind of I always try to start with the bone chicken first, because then the colors, you need the colors to make pretty much everything else. So there we go. All right. So I'll reorganize the inventory a little bit later. I will farm us up a whole mess of dirt and maybe some more wood and stuff. I'll finish filling out the chicken pen with dirt. I'll farm a bunch of wheat. I'll get all that stuff done on camera so you don't have... Can you twerk for chickens? Twerking itself doesn't actually cause it, but just sitting on them, holding the shift button, will increase the speed. Don't do it, Jeff, and throw eggs. God, no. Although it was hilarious to see him do it, I don't want to do it. But I think that's a good place to call it. We've been streaming right at 3 hours. I want to thank everybody for coming by today. This was an incredibly phenomenal stream. A lot of you folks in, really, talkative, being just a great group. A lot of great questions. It's been fun talking with you guys. Again, if you weren't here earlier, if you enjoyed the stream, please be sure to click the like button. Also, be sure to hit subscribe so you can see all my videos, tutorials, and streams as they come out. If you go to Onlydraven.com, you'll see a link to the ODG Discord, Onlydraven Gaming. Swing on by, join the Discord, chat with us. We hang out. I keep it on my phone, so I try to chat throughout the workday as much as I can. I do work at a call center, so it's between calls, but we chat on there all the time. Come by with questions or just to hang out. We talked about a fan art contest. That's probably going to come up here at the beginning of this next month. So if you have any fan art, I'll have if you want to send that, let me know. We'll get all that information in the Discord as well. But on my channel, you'll find my streaming schedule. Links to all my social medias. Follow me there. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook specifically. You'll also find links to all my tutorials, Sky Factory 3 and 4. To answer Gus's question, I already have a chicken tutorial for Sky Factory 3. It was the first tutorial I ever made. Was the chicken one. Yep, very first one. And yeah, outside of that, I just appreciate everybody coming by and hanging out with us. It's been a blast. I'll be back on Thursday for some zombies. 7 Days to Die. If you're not familiar, come watch me be eaten by zombie hordes. It seems to happen. Try to survive. We're getting closer to 7th night, so we'll see what happens there. But that'll be this upcoming Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But special thanks to everybody who came by and hung out today, especially, of course, always to my members. I appreciate you folks and swinging by. And extra special thanks to my moderators, Gus and Neon, for helping me keep everything under control. So, hey, thank you so very much, everybody. I really appreciate it. It's been a bomb stream today, and I'm glad you all got to see me make my chicken. So hopefully we will see you all again soon. We'll be doing more of this stream for sure next Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern. So swing on by and let's make some more chickens. Thank you all very much. You all have yourselves a great night.